Hello and welcome back to another episode of Candlekeep Mysteries, the sealed pages of Verglas. We are the Rollers of Fate. My name is Mo. I'm your Dungeon Master today. Usually there are two of us, but Cisco is away at the moment, and hopefully we'll have him back next week as he returns like Vecna does all the time. All right. So I have a somewhat of a kind of I want to tell the players something today, or confess or something. So hear me out. All right. So the other day, I woke up at 4 in the morning, and it got me thinking. And not about anything particular at first, just the kind of thinking where you realize you're thinking until 2 hours have passed, and the room has shifted shades of grey. I lay there, with my eyes open, but not really seeing or. And then something sat heavy on my chest. I thought about it. That one thing I still haven't said, and maybe today I will. Eventually, I got up, splashed some cold water, brushed my teeth, glanced in the mirror for a bit too long, still thinking, still not saying. I was exhausted. Sleep was like a distant rumor, and hungry. But the thing I wanted to say, ignored more than the emptiness in my stomach. I dressed automatically, left the house. The England weather greeted me as it always does, indecisively, humid and cloudy, like you couldn't quite decide whether to cry or sweat. The air carried the weight of an unspoken. I saw the red double-decker bus, my usual ride. Didn't check the number, I never do. The bus knows. I trust it, more than I trust myself some days. Next thing I know, it stopped. Final stop. No memory of the ride. Just silence. Just me again. Day 2. I overslept, if you can't believe it. After waking up at 4 yesterday, I guess my body was trying to reclaim something. I dreamed this time. Flashes, the crowded rooms where I kept opening my mouth and no sound came out. I think the dream was that thing I keep meaning to say, but the alarm won. It always does. I rushed the routine, cold shower, same shirt, mismatched socks, all while thinking, should I just say it today? Maybe to the barista, maybe to the bus driver, or maybe someone neutral. Someone who just won't judge. I left the house wearing, the weather was clear today, a bit colder, like it's resented yesterday's indecisions. I saw my breath as I walked. I saw the red bus again, got on, still didn't check the number. I just trust the moment now. The universe takes me where I need to go. But halfway through the ride, someone sat beside me and started humming. It was a familiar tune, one I used to hear in childhood. It pulled me to string me in, the one tied into the confession, not the thing I needed to say. I almost turned to speak. Almost. Day 3. I couldn't sleep again. It's becoming a pattern. 4 a.m. finds me like a clingy friend. The silence is loud and my thoughts are man with no rhythm. I brewed tea, sat in the kitchen. The steam rose like I was trying to carry my secret away from me. I almost whispered it into the kettle. But I didn't. Left the house late, barely caught the bus. I didn't run. I walked fast, enough to say I tried, but not so fast that I disappointed it. And if I missed it, I got on. Same seat, same reflection in the window. It doesn't quite look like me. I thought today might be the day. I even typed the message on my phone, but I couldn't hit send. My thumb hovered and hovered until the screen dimmed and locked. Final stop again. Different part of the city, though. Strange. I don't remember getting here. Maybe tomorrow. Day 4. In the morning. I didn't wake up at 4. I woke up at 3:47. The air was still. No cars. No birds. Just the faint hum of the fridge and the louder hum of my own mind. I lay there again like the usual thought rising like mist. Why do I keep avoid saying it? Why can't I just say it? I tried speaking it loud, just the first words, but my voice cracked. It's strange how something can feel heavier than sound. I showered in the dark. No lights, just water and memory. Sometimes I think the water knows. Breakfast was a mistake. Toast burnt. Kettle didn't boil. A normal sort of chaos. Stepped outside. Foggy this time. Dense. The kind you can smell it. Swallowed the house. The street signs. I could barely see the bus until it hissed to a stop right in front of me. Same bus. Or is it? I had to check the number. I just get on. The kid was crying 2 rows up, loud, honest tears, the kind only children allow. The parent looked exhausted. I almost told the kid to keep crying, that it's good to cry, that holding things in just makes it quite bad ways. But I didn't. Reach the stop. Not mine, I think. But I got off anyway. Day 5. I didn't leave the house today. I tried. I even put on one shoe. But my hand reached for the door, and my body froze like I knew something I didn't, or something I needed to say. Instead, I sat by the window, watched the street, watched the red bus by every 23 minutes like clockwork. I counted 7 buses. All of them carried something I couldn't quite name, like echoes of decisions I never made. I thought if I wrote it down, just what I needed to say, it would be easier. So I started. Guys, I need to tell you. But the pen slipped halfway through. The second word, ink bled, looked like a shadow, or maybe a bruise. I crumpled the page, threw it away, sat still for the rest of the day. Sometimes silence feels louder than truth. Day 6. I learned a different route today. I don't know why. Maybe I thought changing the path would change the outcome. Like the words I keep avoiding are tied to a single location. If I go far enough, they'll lose their power. The sky was oddly blue, an unfamiliar kind of cheer, but the birds didn't sing. I noticed that. I walked instead of taking the bus. My legs felt lighter than usual. Each step like a question, each corner like a test. I ended up in a small cafe I never seen before. Tiny door, flickering signs. I ordered tea, sat by the window, wrote on the napkin this time. I think about it every morning. Every morning I try to say it. I folded it, put it in my pocket. Still there, I left the cafe. The bus passed again, slowed down like it saw me. But I didn't get on. Not today.
Say the thing more. Say it, damn it. Say it.
Oh, finally! Someone said it! Well, we got to day 6, and then I said it. You'll level up.
Wait, what?
That would have been nice to fucking know.
Yeah, well, I did it for a reason. You know, if no one had said anything, I would have kept going.
I was point of asking, is this one of the cutscenes you were talking about?
Right, so
Carol,
we're
four
leveling
hit
up right now.
Yeah, level up. While the players do that, let's go on to the announcements.
Oh, that's actually pretty good. I'm happy with
I
that.
can't decide if I'm being cast.
No, yeah, you level up. Let me do the announcements while you guys do this. We are on Twitch and our YouTube channel, our Rollers of AD&D, where you can find all of our previous episodes of the Eye of Observation, Dining Abroad over the Hearts of War, and the Candlekeep Mysteries Pages of Verglas, which you are watching right now. If you want to get in touch with us, at rollersofad@gmail.com. We are also on the X channel, which is at AD&D, and our games use adult languages, such as shit, like Luke just said, jokes, situational themes. They are my... and you know, inappropriate and scary stuff like that. If you don't like it, please go and come back. Viewer discretion is advised. And thanks to Tessa President for the awesome maps that we use, to Darren Curtis, Tape Double Audio for their epic music, and Jensen for these other arts we use, and also CGI, ChatGPT that we also use, and other as AI softwares in our games. Lastly, give us a follow if you haven't already, and spread the words where you can find this story. And see what the Caravan of Chaos get up to. Right, while you guys are leveling up, we had, I think, Joey rolled last time on D6. Whether we get lucky to do it this
true.
time. Lucky?
Alright,
No, I
Lucky,
think
let's
is it
go
Lucky
use
or
that.
Ross? Ross who did? I think Ross. Ross hasn't done it for a while.
No,
Either way, it's fine with me.
Ross absolutely is paying attention. What? I'm rolling.
A D6, please. Yeah, let Ross do it. You didn't do it like sweet. Lucky.
I rolled horribly last week. Come on. Hey, I'll take it. 5.
5 is good. All right. You may need it in the game. All right. Well, thank you for everyone for being here. And those that are watching at home, please make yourself comfortable as we jump in to see what mysteries shall be revealed today.
So, guys, I wish I knew about this because I had magical secrets and I don't know what the fuck to pick.
Just pick whatever the first Wish Smite is.
Previously,
I want wish.
on the seal pages of the Caravan of Chaos, forged in fire and tempered through suffering, continuing their relentless march through the battlefield as the base of the Pillar of Skull, pushing every forward towards the yawning cavern that led into Tiamat's lair. The skies above were scorched with hellfire, the ground below slick with blood and ash. All around them, the forces of the Dragon Queen surged in desperate waves to stop them from reaching the altar, where the final ritual neared completion. Each step forward came to a terrible cost. The caravan faced the greatest and deadliest foes. Orthon hunted them from the shadows, the infernal crossbow striking with impossible precision, daggers laced with banishing magic impaled heroes mid-sentence. Arcanalos bathed in the battlefield in illusion and arcane torment, tearing into the caravan's mind, causing phantasm of failure and betrayal. As devils moved like war machines, their glaives freezing bone and steel alike, slowing even the mightiest down with every swing. Green Abishai, emissaries of Tiamat, unleashed waves of noxious gas and corrupting enchantment, weakening minds and sowing chaos into their ranks. And then came Logaristo, a hulking demon behemoth, taller than towers, with hooves that crushed the earth and horns that gored through stone, a living siege engine built for destruction. This was not a foe to outwit, it was a force to survive. The caravan of chaos poured every last reserve of strength into the battle, but even their legendary resilience could not shield them from the toll. Surrounded and overwhelmed, Errol was struck by accursed chains and ensnared by Arcanalos of binding spells. His soul was torn from his body, sealed within a soul tome, cast into the demiplane of silence and drifting void. There he wandered, alone and suspended, until his soul unraveled and death took him. Later, as ruin struck down on Orthon, the infernal bounty hunter triggered its death curse. An explosion of burning steel and hellfire erupted from his chest. Aki, too close, was caught in the blast. He died instantly. No final words, only light and then darkness. Their comrades fallen, grief surged like lava, but the caravan did not collapse. They chose not to falter, but to finish the battle. Only then would they bring their fallen home. And they did. Aki was revived, gasping for breath, pulled back by magic and memory. Errol's soul, though harder to retrieve, was pulled from the void by sheer force of will and divine intervention. His journey not yet done. The caravan stood again, wounded, bloodied, but whole. With the last of the infernal horde broken, the caravan of chaos reached the mouth of the cavern. Inside, they could feel the hum of chaotic energy. The air sang with divine corruption, and the walls pulled like living flesh. The ritual was in progress, and Idalia, somewhere within. The greatest challenge still lay ahead. The battle outside had cost them dearly, but now they were at the gates of destiny. all find yourself, eyes closed to the point where it's barely able to see through the smoke that you now walk through. The ground under you feeling warm, wet. Ting! The sound of something metallic kicked by one of you as you step through, holding your breath, not knowing how toxic this smoke is. Although you are immune to the poison damage, within this place there is this lingering effect, a lair of a god that you are now entering. You slowly move through. There is no corridor, just a path. You do not know now where it begins, or where it began, or when it will end. The sound becoming muffled. You don't know if the smoke is tampering with your hearing. But the deeper you go, the sound of war outside becomes quieter. Now all you hear is a deep, guttural breathing of a dragon. Testicles.
I will neck my Frost Giant's potion right now.
So,
Just-
can I just get a bit of visual? Is it sort of like an opening that we're going to go into?
Oh, wrong button.
You have already stepped through. The cave entrance was just billowing out smoke and smoke, and you've just stepped through that and walking.
I'm gonna down a potion of greater healing right now.
Well,
I
I'm
don't
also going to
imagine
try
we're
the
gonna get-
anvil, the dumbbell, and if I can't lift it,
Yeah.
I'll let Yagu have a crack at it.
Like, does it even increase your modifier after the potion?
It will do, yeah, because it just bumps up from wherever it was before.
I've got a scroll. I can either do a Conjure Celestial or a Protection from Good and Evil. Which do people want as a scroll?
Probably the Conjure Celestial personally, but that's up to everybody else. I'm fine with either.
It can do a lot of healing and a lot of damage, but we got a lot of mileage out of Protection from Good and Evil last game, or
Yeah.
last
Good
combat.
crack at.
Up to
Right,
you.
I'll do the Conjure Celestial
Can
then.
I?
Ooh.
I'm going to be concentrating on this for 10 minutes, and because we enter the aura, we heal 4d12 plus 5.
Can we add that right now?
Me
I'm going
and
to roll it right now.
me and Mark both
Thank
rolled
you.
like absolute shit on athletics. Who's
I
next?
mean, Mark kind of got it.
Okay,
Yeah, it
everybody
depends if I'm
heals
still
Mark
raging
had
or
a
not.
20.
No, 28. Everybody heal 28.
28. All right, thank you.
Nice.
Thank God.
Mo,
Oh wait, no, sorry.
Well, would Yagu still be raging at this point?
Like, if we do it right after the fight, I literally have one more turn left of rage, but it depends on...
Wait,
like,
sorry,
oh no, wait, I cast the Revivify, I didn't, never mind.
It's a level 7
don't have
spell
it.
scroll, so I don't think it's my spell modifier. 1 second.
Okay, who wants to have a crack at the dumbbell?
I mean, I'll still have a crack at it if nobody else does. I know I have to roll it.
Like, might as well, yeah.
Yeah.
Just in case for
So-
strength saving
I was gonna
throws
say, I'll
or
let-
something.
If
Yep, that
Joey
fits.
wants to go first, I'll go. I'll
No.
go next,
Yeah.
and then
I mean, you can always try again, Errol, but with disadvantage.
Mo, quick question.
Not worth it.
Quick question.
Mhm.
The Conjure Celestial spell,
Mm.
a level 7 spell scroll says it has a attack bonus of plus 10.
Mhm.
However, the healing, it doesn't say anything about a spellcasting modifier. However, it says in the spell, it is specifically, I believe, the spellcasting modifier, but because it's a scroll, am I using mine or the plus 10 from the spell for the spell attack?
You're using for the spell attack, it'll be from the scroll itself. Whatever level the scroll, it stays in the scroll.
Right, so, one sec, let me just get the wording right. So, Conjure Celestial 2024 says the target regains 4d12 hit points plus your spell ability modifier. But it's a scroll.
Scroll level 7. Generally 18. Let's just say, let's just put it as a +4 from the scroll.
Okay, everybody heal 27 hit points, then take one off. Fuck.
That's okay. I'll still take the 27. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Okay, so that is going to be happening as long as I'm concentrating for 10 minutes.
Okay.
So, Mo, let me know how many rounds I'm using this for.
Okay.
Let's say a whole. Currently, after a minute, so 10 rounds,
Yeah.
you could say.
Okay, so should I roll another 36 d12?
Yeah.
Or just say
Is
we're
that how you are? Is that how you Does everyone get the same amount?
Yeah, so you conjure a spirit from the upper planes. It's like a 40 feet cylinder around us, or centered on a point within range, which can move with us, I believe. And it heals. It either heals 4d12 or deals damage of 6d12 for each
will
creature
say-
in the light.
As I mentioned, as I was saying, the air around you seems to have some sort of kind of pressure to it. So the first round goes fine, but at the end of that round, if there's nothing else, no one else is doing, and it's going to be a new round for you to do it again. I need you to give me a concentration check.
I think it's just an active effect.
Yeah,
But
it's a concentration spell, right?
Yeah, I'll do
Okay.
it.
Make a concentration check. DC of this is right now 10,
Okay.
which is the usual.
Nat 20.
All right. In that case, you get 2 more rounds of usage before you have to make another concentration check.
Okay, I'll just roll that now.
Yeah.
Yep.
So add 8 to whatever I roll here. So everybody gets, just waiting for it to calculate.
It's pretty good.
55 HP.
Damn, you
65?
rolled so many.
No, 65. Yeah, 65.
5. Okay. Thank you.
All right. Now
Nice.
make another concentration. But this is 15, DC 15.
Okay.
What was that? 57 for? We were doing something with the
Just the
dumbbell.
scroll.
It's
It's
the
65.
healing we're all getting.
Yeah,
It's actually 65.
yeah, 65. I should say that. Another con check.
DC 15.
Yep. So this is. We're still within the first minute of the casting.
Yep.
Indeed.
16 on the die.
Yeah, that's more than enough. You get 1 more usage of it. We'll make another concentration check.
So 40,
Yeah,
12
okay.
plus 8. Okay.
So another 4d12 plus 8. So that is 37. And back up to full.
Me too.
And then
Another
I'm
concentration.
not.
another concentration.
Are these all potential hit points we're recovering?
Yep, these are
Yeah,
all-
19.
Yep.
And with that, as you see this angelic form come, what is it? What is this kind of being
It
or
doesn't-
spirit that kind of comes?
It doesn't shay anymore. Like it just says.
Oh, what is
conjure
it
a spirit,
for Ziggy?
it-
For Ziggy's, what do you want it
Well,
to
it
be?
just sort of manifests as a pillar of light, so it's just sort of light around us, really.
Oh, like Mr. Bean. Okay, we could do that.
Yeah.
Would being near Yagu add to the con save, and would that help it?
Oh,
last
yeah.
longer?
Oh yeah,
Does Yagu aura?
+4.
Yeah, plus
So
4.
23. Does that still fail? I mean, if it does, then it does. But
For what? The con save?
Yeah.
Oh no. If you're next to him, you didn't add the +4 to your con save?
Yeah, no, I didn't. Cause,
Okay, so that still goes on. Then that counts. You may roll 1 more. 4d12.
Yeah. Okay, one more. One more roll of that. Does anybody need more healing?
No,
think
I'm
Ruin's
already
still
full
going.
Yes.
from 2
Yeah, I
months
think-
ago already.
Okay, well, I'll still heal Ruin if you need another
Yeah.
roll of it.
I need a little bit more.
I would do it still.
Okay.
Like, if it's
yeah,
possible
I'm
for the
almost
DM, I will point out
I've
that I don't
rolled
need healing
really
anymore.
fucking well on this. Okay,
Yeah, I
so
don't
that
think
is
they can do
another
this.
39.
I think that
So
might
another-
put me to full. It
Yeah,
did.
another 39.
I'm at full now as well.
Okay, so what were we saying? Because are we saying that's the first minute of the spell? Because I'll keep concentrating on it because it can do damage.
That's just the first minute of the spell, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But it gets to you every round. It seems to be you're trying to hold this concentration, but
Right.
something within this place is kind of suppressing it or
Right.
trying
Well,
to push it away.
even if the spell foot's over, we've had a full heal.
Okay.
Yep.
Just roll me one more concentration check. DC now
Okay.
is 25.
Okay,
Keep
I'm
mind
gonna
you have
add.
the 4 from Yagu.
Yeah. So. Sorry, 1 second. So that's a +7. So I need a.
Are you still
18,
down on
19.
HP?
I need an 18. No, nobody's down on HP. I think we're all good. Right?
Yep.
Whatever you
I
want
think
to keep
you've. Ziggy also feels like slowly the whatever this light is, it flickers, and you know it's going to
Yeah.
flicker away. You can see it. So if there's no need for it, you can dismiss it.
No, but I kind of want to use it for damage.
But you don't know how far in you're going to go. Within
Yeah,
the
no,
next few seconds, it's going to disappear anyway. Just that's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, no. Well, it healed us. That's the main thing.
Yep.
Yeah, I think we got what we needed out of
And
it.
then the light disappears.
I could have given myself a +17 to the roll, but I just didn't want to risk it because it would mean I'd have a -10 to my next roll.
Not
I
worth
think
it.
so. You know,
Hold
Domo. I think Lucky got the benefit of the mighty dumbbell.
Oh, he did.
If with
Right,
my
also,
guide boost, he
I'm
got
going to be
it.
back in a moment.
Yeah,
No worries, Luke.
I was gonna fish for
Ah,
Okay.
I
Where's the
guess he
fishing?
guidance for
There was
that
a-
point.
guidance does not
oh,
work
I'm
on
lagging.
it.
Does it not? I thought because it's a skill.
Guidance doesn't
check, it
work
should
on
work.
I thought we were doing
been
it
over
with
this
distance
one.
and that,
Oh,
and we
is that
know-
it? Yeah. Guidance did work on it last time. Sorry, yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say. I mean,
So it just goes up by 2, right?
You know, the the
score.
modifier number goes up by 1.
Yeah. Well, the score goes up by 2. So what's your score right now on your strength?
I have a 16 for a +3 modifier.
It's an 18.
Yes.
So it's 18
It's
for plus
18. Yeah, plus 4.
and
Nice.
last thing I'm gonna do is Errol is just gonna use Deft Explorer as an action. It's just giving myself temp HP, so I'll just do that. on my own.
Okay. While we wait for Luke to get back, why don't we just quickly kind of break away from the game as you kind of heal up and stuff like that, and kind of go around and if you've made your decision of what you guys have done as you leveled up. Anyone that's ready to share?
Yeah, I could share mine
Yeah.
first because mine was pretty straightforward.
Yeah,
I
right.
took another level in Rouge in Rogue, and now I'm a 3rd level Rogue and a 13th level Ranger. As a 3rd level Rogue, I went with a Scout subclass because I think that's going to fit Errol's character better. And it basically gave me expertise in nature and survival. So I have expertise in 5 skills.
Nice.
And it gave me the
Shit.
steady aim bonus action, which means that if I don't move, but I'm going to workshop this with you, Mo, when we get into combat. Even though I'm not moving, because I can teleport, that's not me moving, so I can gain advantage on all my attacks while still being able to teleport around 10 feet. But yeah, so that's the other
Probably
thing
fun.
that being a 3rd level rogue will give me. Anyway,
Interesting.
you'll see what I mean.
We have broken the game. Ross, go ahead.
I in a frantic. I usually take a very long time to figure this out and try. And
I'm so sorry.
So no, it's okay. That was, I mean, the level of stress feels like it's indicative of what's about to happen. So I've done what I thought about doing last time, and I've taken the tough feat for Aki, which, given his very high con, it now gives me 187 max
Damn.
as a sorcerer. Yeah, as a sorcerer, which I think's hilarious. That's really all I've done there. I rolled a 6 on the hit die, which I was happy with. I've never done that before. Other than that, I guess it's kind of the same. No spell slot changes.
Pumped up with HP. Very good. Mark,
Speaking of
go ahead.
pumped up with the OMR.
Let's save the best for last, okay?
Okay.
Andy, go.
okay.
Andy, go.
That
Andy,
was
go.
pretty cracked at this point, let's be honest. Speaking of pumped with HP, that took me above 200 health. I'm at 207 now.
Woo!
And, yep, the tanky boy. I took another HP guess, another level in Barbarian. I'm not doing anything else with Cleric. I took my last totemic aspect. I chose Wolf.
Ooh.
So I can, with a bonus, if I hit something, with a bonus action, I can then knock them prone. It does not say there is a contested check for that. It's like I can just do it, provided the creature is large or smaller. I'll share. I'll
No,
share
that's
it.
true.
So you can see what's written on it.
That is right. All right, if that's your, let's go to Luke because he's eating right now.
I got 7 hit points.
Nice.
So
Pretty good.
Maybe next level I'll get to 150. I'm only that well because I rolled really well on that potion of healing or like that potion of permanent HP. So I gained no new spell slots from being a level 16 wizard bard multiclass. I gained no new spells from taking a level in bard. However, I do gain magical secrets this level. So I picked Steel Wind Strike and Guiding Bolt because I thought those would be fun. I also get my last College of Tragedy feature, which is Nimbus of Pathos. Which
Do you
is a
wanna,
very cool
let's not reveal what it does if those that don't know
Okay.
what it is. And you can use it in the session potentially.
Yeah.
All right, Lucky, what you got? What's happened to him? He hurt himself. What's
My
going
son
on?
just sneezed on my arm.
That doesn't count as feat.
So I was gonna fish for this.
What are you fishing?
Can we get the boon of speed? The boon of speed? If not, I'm going mobile. It's just 30 extra movement speed, no big deal.
What are you talking about? What bonus speed?
Is that like
Is that a feat?
What?
I saw it. It was on there, but
it's
no,
one
that's
of
too
those
much.
epic
It's for stuff, man.
That's for a higher level.
Oh, okay. Never mind then. No. Okay, I'm getting mobile.
Mobile?
Do it.
Sounds good.
Yep.
That's good feat. Feats are
I'm
always
now a
good.
swashbuckler.
Yes, we use them to walk.
Everybody
They're
else.
very useful.
Swashing. Got a scout and a scout. All right. Well, if that's your one, let's go to
We forgot Mark.
best.
Yeah,
and
ladies and
last.
gentlemen, I'm now a proud owner of a 4th level spell slot.
Mark.
Yeah,
I know, hold your applause, hold your applause.
Let's go.
That's it, yeah, that's
So bye.
also 3 extra HP, yoo-hoo, okay.
Only 3? Damn.
Yeah, I wanted to.
3?
You're rolling poorly on your health
Oh
die.
no, wait,
continues.
what is my con? Is it +1 or +2? No, 4 HP, hey, same as my thingy.
You only have
Kinda
a plus
funny.
2 con?
Yeah,
What's your HP at total?
164 right now.
Is
Ah,
with
you're
the
pretty
plus
low.
15 or without?
Yeah, I rolled terrible at the start, like, on average I rolled like a 3 or a 4.
Wait, is it music?
I know,
song?
I'm-
Oh, no, it's still there.
I'm not
Technically,
that
his
far
health is
behind you,
doubled
actually,
because of
from
Path
the
of Barbarian.
That is true. The barbarian does double your HP.
And the fact that I can cast heal myself whenever I feel like it's...
Okie
Helps.
dokie. Well,
Alright.
as you have healed yourself and you are walking through the smoke, is there any other conversation to
Can I
have?
convert? I'm sorry. I wanted to say this earlier. Can I convert 2 of my channel divinities for a for 2 third level spell slots?
If you have the things, you can do it.
Does
my
anybody want any
God.
mind crystals out of the bag of holding?
Any what?
Because that the mind crystals, they're free sorcery points.
Do you have
How
any
many
mind
do you have
goblins actually?
Sorry?
Do you have any mind goblins?
Anyway, so the mind crystals are free sorcery points. I'm not even into what the fuck you're
Wait,
saying, Joe.
Joey, do you have the mind goblins?
We all have the
Who
mind
has the
goblin.
mind goblin?
I have
Mind goblin these nuts?
Anyway, you fucking child.
Yep, no one fell for it. Good job.
Yeah.
Mind crystals, we have careful, empowered, extended twice, and a heightened.
Okay.
I'll take a careful.
Wait,
Why
What's
not?
heightened?
Yeah. Also, does anyone need healing potions? Because we've got 4 in the bag.
Yeah, I will take one.
I'm
Okay.
set on healing potions. Do any of those crystals help with concentration checks?
No.
Oh no, never mind. I already have 3 potions of healing. Never mind.
I already have potions of healing as well, so I think I'll be fine with that anymore.
Does anyone want a scroll of superior healing?
You should keep that.
I've
you
got
should
3
keep
of
that.
them.
Can
I've
I
got-
take a greater healing
3
potion?
superior.
Andy?
Yeah, I'll just delete one from here.
No. I'll give mine to Luke. I've got like a shit ton of health potions.
Sorry, Mo.
Okay.
I know we don't mean to bore you. We're just trying to be really careful.
I'm
here.
not bored.
Thank
I'm
you for
not
your
bored.
patience
You do
and
whatever.
trying-
All the
Well,
preps you
okay,
needed to do.
Okay, in that case, I'll take the scroll then. So that's the scroll of superior healing.
If nobody else is taking any healing potions in the bag, I'm just going to take the 2 of greater healing for myself and add it to the
Okay, so I'll give
Yeah, fair.
I'm good.
you one of my scrolls of superior.
Okay. And then Ross, you're taking the extended or the careful.
No, I'm taking the careful. I'm taking the careful.
Careful. Right.
Okay. What am I deleting? The mind crystals, which one?
Careful.
Careful.
Just
Is
that
anyone
one?
using a shield?
There is.
I'm using a shield.
I
you have a plus
if
1
you
shield?
want it.
Yeah, I've got a +1 shield.
I do not.
Then we trade shields. You are now a proud owner of a hatch. From
Yeah,
the
the submarine hatch that he's been using as a shield.
I still have a regular shield.
What does
Could
what does
I?
Titan do?
Mo, I'm.
Titan's the expensive one.
Okay. I may take the heightened.
When I
Just take it. You're better off having it and not
when I
needing
have
it
a
at this point.
chance.
Yeah, I'll take the heightened.
Go ahead, Lucky.
Hey, Errol, could I see your bow for a second?
Sure. And a dragon wing longbow. That's a +1. You just. Okay.
I'm gonna take my old black hunger blade and I'm gonna like lay it on top of it and just say, absorb. Absorb.
Oh yeah, we had this issue before. No,
yeah.
it has to be. Yeah, it's not gonna work. We've had this conversation with Mo several times. I remember
I know.
trying to get it converted.
I
Make
figured
a-
I'd try
make-
something
Make
there.
a
Errol.
religion check.
Who, me or Lucky?
Lucky.
Okay. Actually, technically, it wouldn't work anyway. It's already a black bow. It's already an active bow.
I'm a paladin with a +1 in religion.
You see it. It absorbs together. No, it's just your hands. They're just sweaty.
Oh, thank God. Whew.
Yeah, and then Errol just takes bow up. Yeah.
I'll wipe my sweat
You
on
just-
the
you just-
string of the bow.
Yeah,
There you go.
Stop it. Stop.
Listen, for our spellcasters, they really should just take the remaining mind stones.
I
They're,
kind of agree.
they're not doing anything in the bag right now.
I mean, I'm only a powerful caster, and my spells are not going to be helpful at this point. So
Right,
There's one
I'll take the empowered and
extended.
I'll take all 3 of them. Here,
Got
why
ya.
not?
I'll just
You
put it
might
from the bag now.
Okie dokie. All done?
I think from here on in, though, guys, I
Oh, okay.
think we should start communicating telepathically only through the rings or the
Yeah.
bracelets.
Just so we're aware. Now, I will. When I do say this, yes, this is a bit. We need to make sure to take those crystals off Aki because they do count as a 50 gold piece item when used.
Just
That
they're meant to
may
be
be the
used,
last funny thing Ziggy ever says, by the way.
'cause he's
Oh,
gonna
we
die.
will keep that in mind.
Mo, what's the gem of possibility?
I don't know.
Actually-
Cisco made that up, right?
Actually, is it Aki Ross? Do you still have the emerald bracers of attunement, or did I
See if-
do give that? Or is it in somebody else's possession?
Yes. No, I've still got them.
Has it been used yet?
Yes, it has.
Never mind.
He's been using it to hold on to the jester's mask.
Never mind. Keep it. All right. I was gonna use my pearl of power, but if it's already used, I'm not gonna be able to do it in the time that we're doing this. Okay.
I
think-
feel like you've used it before, but I don't remember what you used it for. Maybe
Which one?
It just is. It's
Didn't
a.
we use it for
what's it called
Ziggy's
again?
Lyre?
I thought
Uh,
we used it.
Gem of possibility. Is it like a here? Have inspiration on this roll. Is that how it was used? I can't remember. We could just
Anyway.
executive decision from yourself. Just make it that.
Yeah, I think it is that.
Right.
I think that
Lucky,
it is
you
that.
take it because you've used all your personal inspirations. Lucky, you have
I'll
one
have you
gem
know
of
I have-
possibility.
I'll take it, but I've also got 1 inspiration left. Thank you.
Fine, you now
very
have 2.
much.
Shit, did we roll inspirations?
Woo!
Okay.
Yeah, I thought Ross did. He got like a
Got 5.
5.
Oh, 5.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
He got 5. Yeah.
What the hell is that?
I was
I'm
scrolling
still
back
giving
up.
it-
It's up
You're not
there.
getting this back.
It's far right there.
Is it?
I mean, I still have the free D5. So there's
All
that.
right.
Yeah,
I feel like you guys are settling down now, so let us move on.
I think we're good at this point. I've already moved my arrows. I've already done that. So
Ooh,
Oh my
I'm
God.
personally good. I think it's up to you guys.
I
Nothing
have
else.
one more question. Why were we wearing helmets again?
Because Lucky's
Because
dangerous.
Lucky
Yeah.
keeps shooting us.
Got it. Yep. Sorry.
I'm only dangerous to Andy.
I was-
Yes.
all right.
Right. Right, everyone. Are we ready?
I'll just press the
Yeah,
thumbs up.
we should probably have someone in the front to look for traps. By the way,
Hmm.
Well,
Whoever's
I mean,
most-
you've come back so many times, you're probably going to come back up if you do die, so be my guest, Rune.
why don't we make the ranger do it?
yeah.
Harold,
I
get in
mean,
the front.
I feel like as if I've become a bit more of a scout myself,
I
and it makes
draw
sense
my
for me to
sword,
do
hearing that
scout
growling
shit.
sound.
Should probably start
I'll
taking
cast
notes,
Divine
shouldn't I?
Sense.
You should.
As you cast Divine Sense, you sense divinity
the
in this
divine.
area. Everything around you in this cave is divinity. But it is not
Let's
the
check
divinity of yours that you want it to be. You are in the lair of the Dragon Queen.
Harold will go first to check for traps.
Make an
I'll be right
investigation check.
Oh,
Gotcha.
we're
Can I give him the help action
You may. You may.
and have a guidance?
Oh,
Thank you.
how long does it take to resummon a familiar? Is it 10 minutes?
let's
I think
21.
There have been no rests of any kind here, right? The only thing that's changed is the healing.
yes.
Yeah, it's just healing. We've literally just traded items and healed. That's all we've done. We haven't rested at all.
As you
Okay.
move through whatever this is, Harold, you move forward, taking a step at a time. Your vision blinded by the smoke. You're unsure where it's coming from. Slowly, you move forward until you begin. You take a delicate step forward, and you feel like the path is not there anymore. And you stop, and you can feel this heat wave coming from in front of you and below. But yet, you still cannot see.
Right. Heat above and below. Not sure what it is.
And we see where the heat's coming from. Are there vents?
You aren't sure. All you hear is just this torrent of kind of wind that kind of pushes every time there's this kind of guttural tremor in the air and the smoke just billowing. And you literally cannot see. The only reason you guys are next to each other is you're either touching each other to keep it on hold, or you are hearing the sounds of your allies close by and following that. But beyond that, the sight is sightless.
Would true seeing have helped with that?
This
Is that still up?
physical.
It lasts an hour.
It does not see beyond this.
Is the wind rhythmic, like steady, consistent, like?
Yes, sometimes there's a double. Then a single. It's like multiple breathing elements in this layer.
Bruce turns to Errol to. I think it's the beast. That's its breathing.
Agreed.
Let's keep moving.
You step
Aki will move towards the front and walk alongside Errol, thinking he's maybe going to resist something if we can get Errol out of the way.
Yes, Ruin.
Let's possibly also split into 2 groups of 3 here. You know, fiery breath and all that. Probably not a good idea to be grouped up.
Right. Myself, Errol, Yaki, further ahead.
Sure.
Well, we should keep Paladin separate for the plus one.
We should. Yeah, I was gonna say we need to keep
for
me and
the-
Yaku
for our
separated.
auras. That seems like the safest play.
So, what if me, you, and Aki go forward, and Ziggy, Errol, and Yagu go in their group?
I thought we wanted Errol scouting.
Yeah, he'll be scouting, but we'll keep them ahead, I guess.
Right, fine. So, Bruce. I've already forgotten this.
Bruce, Ruin, and Aki will
At the
go in
back.
one group
Okay.
in the back, and then we'll keep Errol, Yagu, and Ziggy in the front.
Okay.
Okie dokie. So, as you split up, Harold, who's the other two? Sorry, God, I missed it.
Ziggy and Yagu. I'm
Okay.
just
El, Ziggy, and Yagu.
wow.
Who's taking the
Yep.
first step forward?
I think Errol would because he's a scout. Before that step, Errol is going to cast a spell on Yagu. He's going to cast Long Strider.
Okay. As
There
you
you go.
cast
And then
Long
Harold.
Strider and you touch Yagu, you take a step forward. Give me a dexterity saving throw.
Gotcha. This which is perfect for me.
Also +4.
I'm rolling great today. So
29.
33.
33. As you take a step, in that moment you forgot. The path ends. And you take a step and you fall, but you manage to whoosh, grab onto the edge. And you realize that there is a drop in front of you. Pull yourself up, stopping the rest of them moving forward, and push forward.
It's a drop.
You-
It's a drop.
You're unsure where to go from here. There is no vision. What do you guys do?
Can I use the Lantern of Revealing to sort of pierce through the darkness of the smoke?
You take the lantern out. It does glow up the smoke around you, and it's just this kind of smoke that kind of thick and moves like roaring clouds, just passing your vision and your eyes in front of you, but it does not reveal the path in front of you.
Oh, I guess
I
I'll
can-
close
okay.
that then, because I don't want to use everything.
Would you allow me to, yes, we're slightly fluffing this. Aki would turn to Bruce and go, "You said you saw where we're going. How sure are you?"
With I know with my Wanderer feat, does that only apply to say across land? Would it apply to here?
No, I think it's across land when you're traveling from destination from one to the other. This is more of a. This is not you,
I got
yeah,
it.
no,
I got it.
yeah.
I'll turn to Aki and say, "No," and I used the scrying. It just went straight through the walls.
I Second.
The find the path will not help. The traveler cannot reach us. If we
You can make a-
are not sure.
You can make a nature check or an arcana check once you guys are kind of.
All of
So-
us?
I'll do the Arcana.
Yeah.
Can I
I'll do the
potentially use my
Same.
Gem of Scrying
Oh, that's
as
a bad
like
roll.
to give myself advantage and cast Scrying?
Natural 1. Who'd like a guidance?
I
Oh.
would, but
If you're getting a
Well,
natural one, I'm going to use my class features to gain back a Bardic.
Have a
Go for it.
guidance, Joey.
actually, Aki might need it more. His is higher.
Who
You're
needs the
close,
guidance?
So it makes more sense.
Who needs the guidance?
Aki guides himself.
Oh, well then,
Right.
I'll take it.
Mo, can I cast Scrying to give myself advantage?
Aki hits
What,
21 too.
what are you talking
I got a
about? What do
natural
you
20. If you
what,
guys...
what do you want to do?
Can I use the spell Scrying to give myself advantage?
You don't need advantage. We've got a nat 20.
Luke, I've got a
fine, I'll
nat
just roll
20.
it.
Save it.
What? I don't understand what that is. You're
Oh, Rob.
breaking my mind. You want to cast Scry to
Yes.
give yourself advantage.
Yes.
So you want to look at
Scry
yourself.
around the area.
Oh,
Yeah, give
okay,
myself
okay.
better advantage.
Okay. I see what you're trying to say. It's up to you if you want to use a spell slot to do that or whatever.
I mean,
it
it's,
is.
it's a free item. I get it once per day.
But don't
Sure.
do it. We already got the nat 20.
Yeah, it's fine. I rolled a 32. It's fine.
Okay.
All right.
Well, both Ziggy and Ruin, although not too bad on the nature check, Errol himself. We'll get to that for you. Oh, last year we'll start with Errol. Errol, in your travels through around the plains, you have come across areas which have been very hard to navigate, and you've done this through your other senses. Sometimes this has been created because of certain areas, but you feel like being in here in her natural domain, it seems like definitely something a creature or a beast would do to stop those that are trying to come inside. Both the Arcana checks, you guys both realize that, well, Ziggy, most by he puts the candle, the lantern away. This is definitely not magical, and it's physical. And then Ruin, your kind of deep connection and thoughts of dragon and smoke, and how can we push it away? And you remember having these colossal wings that you used to bash away fog and smoke whenever you needed to, flying through the sky when you were a dragon. Maybe something like that, something that would push this smoke away, would guide you to the path that you need to.
Ruin's gonna run up and grab Aki's one red wing, and I'm gonna start flapping it.
Does anybody have Gust?
I literally have a carpet.
Okay.
Yeah, Jokul will go big bad wolf mode and start blowing, I guess, as a 12 feet tall creature.
Bruce joins in.
Okay, so
knows?
Yagu is using your Superman Frost Breath.
Yes.
Ruin is specifically fluttering somebody else's wing.
And
And
Errol,
What are you
Bruce
doing?
the same- I'm giving moral support.
and Errol is just flapping his carpet in like that
True
weird
bard.
way. You
I-
know?
Can
Yeah.
can Ruin try to dig deep? And I know this didn't work before, but can Ruin try to focus and try to go dragon? If he'll
We're in a
mutter a
fucking
prayer to
cave.
Bahamut at first and say, I'm desperate. None of us have gust.
Sure.
He'll put his hands together and say, Bahamut, just for 1 second, that's all I need.
Make a religion check.
Have a guidance. Boop.
Religion, oh, please. I've already used my nat 20 for the day.
Oh, for fuck's sake, man.
I'll use that gem of inspiration I just got.
Mate.
Oh, if gets
Wonderful.
better
Use the fucking
for
guidance.
5. No. Oh, I thought he was gonna roll that. Ooh.
You
8.
accept an 8. You aren't sure if your prayers have been heard. The smoke parts a little bit before it envelops you once again.
Right. Well, I think there's no choice for it. He pulls the scarf over his mouth and nose. Bruce goes into the smoke. He's got to find a way through.
Alright, you know that there is a drop because Errol
Yeah.
I can
told
fly.
you.
So
You can fly? Good stuff. As you take wing and you begin to fly and move forward, make a perception check with disadvantage.
sure thing, boss.
I'll just get on the carpet with Errol.
Yep.
That's another natural 1.
Okay, I'll
Yeah,
also
change it.
use that to get myself my bardic back.
You're
do
welcome.
not-
2 in
you
a
do
row,
not-
baby.
You do not see him. He disappeared.
Fuck you!
Well, I mean, you have
tried,
to see
okay?
him. You have to see him. You do not see him.
No, wait, no! Oh, wait, no, I'm reading Bardic Inspiration, sorry.
You move forward, taking whatever these magical wings that you have on your boots
Wait,
kind of take
sorry.
you forward.
I just have to be within 30 feet.
Okay, then if that's the case, you get it.
Yep, just
No,
have to be
just
within
so you know you
30
can't
Yeah.
see him. Bruce fucked
Yep.
up.
Bruce fucked up. Yeah, yeah.
I
You
just
get this
know. I
tingling.
just know.
You
I
just,
just know.
As you move forward, you feel the smoke around you getting hot, and then you kind of fly, and then you touch something. Give me a dexterity save and throw.
Now, I can't see this, so I don't get the benefit of danger sense, do I?
No.
Ooh, damn. Best dex save I've had in ages.
Interesting.
Except it's a disadvantage because I don't get the danger sense. I have to roll again.
Okay.
It's an 11.
11. Okay. As you feel this heat, but your vision is still not there. Whatever this heat is coming through, and you plunge your hand into what seems to be something liquid before it starts sizzling your skin away. And as you pull back and you look at your hand and what you can, you feel your skin has melted off as red liquid sludges around you, and you realize you plunged your hand into lava. You take
Would I not know that from how hot this is?
the smoke is dangerous.
Note to self. Don't do that.
You take 21 points of fire damage.
Oh, the funny numbers come back to
That
haunt
could have
me.
been way worse.
Wow.
That could have
That's
been way
Yes,
worse.
well,
However, as
Way
you
Way
pull,
fucking worse.
as you kind of pull back and you instinctively pull away, your back hits something hard, and you turn around and this time you feel like it's not burning you, and as you kind of reach up, you feel like there is a platform, and you pull yourself up on top of it. You're unsure how big it is. You can hear your companions below you. You can still hear each other, but you're unsure.
We're all psychically linked as well.
How about you?
Yeah, I will. We're just going to assume that all of our communication now will be done psychically,
Yeah.
Okay.
and I'll say
Mhm.
that's I found a platform. Can you? If you can make your way up here, be careful. If you start feeling a source of heat, don't go near it.
We can
Yeah.
do the carpets trick. Everyone
Carpet
else go
ropes.
first. I will stay as last. Then.
Yep.
Okay.
Alright, sounds good.
As you follow his voice, you move on to the next platform, and you begin walking. Bruce, as you are the one that's guiding through this and moving along, I need you to give me 4 more perception checks with disadvantage to navigate through this.
Is there any way I could help him or switch with him? Or no,
You
because
can
he's
He's
on.
allowed me to.
you can switch with him if you want to. You aren't
I'm-
sure.
Aki will be holding his hands up, just casting guidance on anybody in front of him because he can see nothing except the back of their heads.
I'm really good at perception, but it's up to you, Andy.
I think with Bruce just sort of he just sort of brings you forward. This is trust your senses more than mine. But I can also use light and cast a light cantrip. Now I know it's not darkness; it's smoke, which is obscuring our vision. But from what little I know, that can still give us a little extra something. Would it cancel out the disadvantage?
No, in this.
Okay. In that
Can
case,
I
then-
cast a mage hand in front of Airwood, so if I notice that the air hand dies, we immediately know, oh, there's lava in front of us or something.
You can. That would give him maybe. I'll allow that to give him advantage on perception check.
So it cancels out the disadvantage. Good stuff. Right. Perfect. I bring Errol up. I just say I can trust your senses more than mine. Lead on.
And you
Bearing
said
in
4.
mind- Yeah, 4 times. Bearing in mind you are on the carpet. Who? Okay. Are you going on the carpet alone, and then coming
we're on
back from
platform.
everyone? No, I mean you're okay. Sorry, I got that wrong. You move up to one of the platform and you start moving across.
Yeah.
As you move across, you realize the platform eventually comes to an end, and there is a sheer wall. And you realize instead of going to places, you begin to hear some noise coming from above you.
Okay. I can fly up on my own without the carpet if that helps. My perception is still pretty good, despite the fact I can't see much.
That is true.
But you'll have to make a perception check as you kind of move on. You see that you're doing it, or is Errol doing it? So I don't know who's doing it.
I can take more hits, so I can go ahead with that, and I still get the benefit of the mage hand. I'm assuming,
Sure, you can allow that.
or we go with the higher score for Errol.
Like at this point, we have to heal probably anyway a little bit, so might as well take it to Airwood. Since it's the
I'm
same healing for
personally
you
okay
or
with
Airwood,
healing.
but Airwood has a less chance of taking damage, so I would say let's
Yeah,
do it with
I don't
Airwood.
get danger sense because I can't see
Plus,
anything.
if we get into combat, at least Errol's far back. You're gonna be up front anyway, so.
Well, I slap a guidance on Errol, and then I just say I trust your senses.
So these are just 4 perception checks that are regular, right? No advantage or disadvantage or anything
No,
like that?
just straight rolls.
Alright, so here's the first one.
Yeah, you get guidance for the first one.
So let me add the D4 to that. That's 31 for the first one.
Keep going.
Okay. That's 24 for the second.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
That was almost a nat 1. That's 20 for the third.
Damn,
Roll a
we should act
roll a
like a
d4
guy.
for that one.
For the okay. That's 21 for the third
21?
one.
Okay.
21. And this is the fourth and final one. That's gonna be 24.
In a cinematic way, the camera pans out, and what the players cannot see and they feel is that they are actually not going up. They feel like the characters are going up, but they are actually descending deeper into the mountain. Twisted their mind as the smoke is inhaled. But, Harold, you push past, warding and warning through this terrain, ever slowly moving away from anything that you can. And what the players cannot perceive is that there is lava floating upwards in this place as the players descend deeper into her lair. As you move along, eventually you get to a point where you think it's safe, Harold. But like Bruce, you are mistaken. Make a dexterity saving throw.
Gotcha. Okay.
While this is going on, can I say Aki's going to start drawing little arrows as they're walking along, just in case we end up walking over spaces we've done before.
Natural 20.
Nice. You take
Hmm.
half of 49 points of fire damage, so 20,
24, I think.
24 points of fire
Mm.
damage.
That's
Jesus,
fine.
you succeeded and took more damage than I did.
So what? Hold on, because I was on my temp, but I need to do some quick math here. So that's
Is
still
Ross's
13.
idea of leaving
Okay.
markers around a good one, Mo?
You
Okay.
place the marker down, and you walk away from it. Do you go back to it, or is you just what? I don't know where your
No,
marker.
the idea is occasionally Aki will try and like draw on the ground with an arrow indicating what way we walked, in case we were to end up kind of confused or doubling back, or this is a maze of some kind.
It is not a maze, but you realize as you kind of move along and follow Harold that there are platforms floating within this place. Rocks, maybe some sort of like volcanic rock sediments that are just drifting along. Chunks of it that have been used as platform as the lava hits it and kind of scatters at points. None of this you can see. You are just adventuring through it as safely as you could. You hear Errol wince in pain as he touches something and decides not to go that way. But eventually, you find yourself at the bottom or the top. You are unsure. Errol, as you step through now, you find yourself out of this smoke as it disappears. But then you begin to smell something acrid. You hear the bubbling sounds of some sort of strange liquid in this path. But there is no water. There is no liquid around. Again, the noises of it. Your perception comes back, your dark vision is there. But what is that sound? You all eventually come out of the smoke as well, and you get your sight back.
Okay. So.
Got
the
burned as
scene
well.
really- Yeah, it's fine. It's anyway. Could have been a lot worse, and I think we should just keep moving still. I mean, I only got. Hold on. Before we keep moving, Errol is going to use Def Explorer to give himself temp HP again. So I'm going to do that on my own.
All right.
It was a good roll. Okay.
Do you move forward?
Yes, I do.
All right. As you step forward, the sound starts to become louder, more bubbling sounds. Eventually, as you turn a corner, you see something unfathomable. You see strange, kind of spherical. You're not sure if it's containers, but they look some like jelly-like. They're sphere and they're kind of embedded into the wall, and you see hundreds of them. Some smaller, some big. Make a make a perception check actually first.
Perception. Okay.
Have a boop.
That's a 24. If I'm going to add the boop, then that'll be a
The boop gives you a
27.
7. As you look carefully, under your keen elven eyes, you see that these are not droplets or strange stones or amber or anything. They're actually eggs, dragon eggs, hundreds of them in this place. And the bubbling and gurgling sounds you've heard are of them coiling and moving, stirring.
Oh shit!
What's wrong?
There's a lot of dragon eggs, and there's dragons inside those fucking eggs. They've been moving.
I draw Dragon Slayer. Ding.
No, but
Well.
guys, if we're seeing the eggs, Where's Mom?
Don't have to whisper. We're talking to the pathetic.
I wanted to emphasize that point. So.
No, that's great. I like the emphasis of the quietness.
Thinking so quietly, Harold. Think
You're gonna
louder.
start so sneaky.
To be fair, you never know who's listening. Anyway, look, my point is that
Ruin is.
there are hundreds. That is also fair. There are hundreds of dragon eggs, and I think all of them have baby dragons in them. So, my main concern is the fact we haven't ran into the mom yet. So,
How mature do you think these eggs are? Can we abort them?
You can make
Uh,
a
not-
nature check
talk-
or an arcana check.
I'll do an
will-
arcana.
I'll do a nature.
Oh my god, my third natural one in a
No,
row.
Just get
33.
it. Get him out there.
Andy,
Get him out
change
there.
your
Get him out of
dice.
your system.
Hey,
Change
Andy,
your dice,
Andy, how does it feel? How does it feel?
I'm not
Yeah.
called lucky.
Right.
With
so
that
I got-
natural one, you can get that back now. Yeah.
Oh well, no, it's fine. I have all my inspirations, but I got a almost a nat 20. Can I figure out if I can abort some of these dragons?
You feel like they are primed to hatch, and breaking open one of them would probably release a wormling. Dragon.
So what you're saying is I can't ethically abort these.
No.
Okay.
Bruce's Dragon Slayer drawn. He's hovering above one of the eggs. He's ready to go.
I mean, they haven't spawned. If they are just staring, none of them have hatched. You're unsure if you may strike. Anything could happen, really. It's up to you guys. I'm just waiting for you to tell me what you're gonna do.
You guys, the fact that we don't know
Let's.
where the mom is, I don't think we should kill them yet.
Should we
Only because
Should
there's
we place
too many
them-
unknowns.
should we place them in bags of holding so they could suffocate? If they do hatch?
I doubt they will fit.
I doubt they'll fit also.
Okay.
Ziggy, that is dark even for you.
They don't
What about,
deserve it.
what about that base?
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
the
it's an
bag's
efficient
2 feet
plan.
wide.
Don't get me wrong. It's just
Nothing good can come from these.
I agree. It's just
Yes,
we're
but-
gonna run into a bigger problem if we start killing them right now without knowing where the parent is.
That's you already know.
We should
Um,
wait to kill these things until after we've completed our main goal.
I agree with Ruin. I put the sword away.
Yeah.
All right.
We are
Who's-
truly lost.
I
I
can
need-
always go back to kill them later.
We will come back later.
I'm gonna neck a
Or we
potion
could
of healing while we're wandering. Since we got a few here.
I mean,
Did
I mean, the truth is, we're not getting out of it. I mean, to be honest, if anybody wants the other plane shift scroll to get out, I'd take that shot. If they can get Nadalia out, I'd take that shot. I'm sorry to
Oh,
say
can
this,
I
but
have that scroll?
yes, you can have the spare, because I will probably abandon one of you if I get the chance to save Nadalia. And I'm sure Bruce would be happy with that.
Bruce nods.
Right, just so we're clear, that me and Yadu, we have the chance to, well, sacrifice you all.
Right. We will figure that out when we get to Nadalia. We still need to find her first.
Harold, as you look through, you see that the path in front of you is beyond these eggs. It's going to be a bit of a tight squeeze at some point, but you will need to move through this
Oh
carefully
my god.
and quietly.
Aki looks at Yogu. Deep breath.
Yeah, the thing that I would do to help us move quietly, I can't do it anymore. My pass without trace. So if we're gonna do this, we're just gonna have to just sneak the old-fashioned way. So
All right.
Sorry to interrupt there, Joe. Mo,
Yes.
Lucky was asking about doing a break a little bit earlier. I presume
Yeah.
you've
If
got-
you do, we need to go and break now. Okay. Yeah, we can go and break
I
now.
think so. Yeah.
might be worthwhile.
Yeah.
A little bit early, but not too far off.
I think it's a good idea. All right. We will be going to break and we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
Thank you. See you in a bit.
Hello and welcome back. Alright. You find yourself in what seems to be a lair in the Dragon Queen's place in the hells. A place where she has laid her eggs, which are stirring with dragons in them. You are unsure what will cause them to wake up, or if they would wake up. But whoever is, this is going to be a group stealth check moving forward.
Okay.
Christ.
There will be 5 rounds of this.
Sorry, one
Gotcha.
second.
Fuck.
Can someone just remind me, who has the 2 second level healing potions? I don't remember what they're called. Is it greater?
I took the 2 of them.
Oh, right, okay. Just making sure.
So let's see
Yagu,
here.
have a guidance.
I
Yeah.
can guide us myself. I'm more looking at Ziggy since he has an
Yep,
extra level.
you can get a bardic from me.
Very well.
Very
I will-
much
I will guide
appreciated.
myself.
Mo, just one last question. Because could this be argued that it's sound based? Because I want to know whether I could use my advantage because of my boots.
Yes,
Or
you
there's
may
just a
use
combo.
this. You can use this. You're trying to be as quiet as possible as you move
Okay.
through the layers and layers of eggs.
That's a natural 20 on mine.
Wow.
Yagu
Oh,
was
yeah.
more stealthy than me. Damn it.
Like barely stealthy.
Yeah, I should
Alright.
be embarrassed.
I think
21.
21 overall. I think. Let's see. Yeah,
Oh,
overall you
Luke,
have
did you-
succeeded in the
Luke, you did
first.
survival by accident.
As you pushed forwards, you see that it begins to twist and turn. It almost feels whimsical at times. You are unsure what the Dragon Queen's will is within this place. But the more you look in the places, you see like there are eggs, and then beyond that, hidden away, more eggs, deep. And the deeper you go, the thicker and more they become. Second set of rolls. Go ahead. Make another
Alright.
stealth roll.
More stealth.
More
Yep.
stealthy.
Please.
Okay. Second.
I will burn a group inspiration.
Do it.
I will burn a group
both of you.
inspiration.
Both of you take a group inspiration.
Oh
Andy,
my
for the love
God.
of fucking God.
Oh my god.
4 now!
Alright, great.
That's 4!
Andy,
Of all the
take a group
times.
inspiration.
I will burn a personal inspiration.
What is this round?
Games for that too. Great name.
Yeah, dude, for the love of God, add the D10.
Yeah, I will add the guidance and the D10 to this roll.
Oh wait, do we all get +4?
9. Okay, that's good.
I think that's for saves, not
No.
for.
No. These are
No plus
stealth.
4.
Why
This
don't you
is
just
stealth, not.
everyone just write
Save.
down the totals because I can't see. There's so many numbers
Yeah.
that were thrown there.
So,
I got a
yeah,
9.
so-
Okay.
13.
Oh,
Okay.
Jesus H. Christ.
Got a
Where's
30
past without a
at
This is
trace?
a shit show.
9.
you already used it. I can't do it. I used
Alright.
it because I thought before
Damn
the
it.
war.
As you
So-
move forward, who got the lowest?
I
Me!
think it was Bruce. Yeah.
Bruce, as you move forward,
Offended.
you feel like you tread on something, which causes one of the eggs to stir. You stop. The rest of your party moves forward for a bit, and then they stop to turn to look at you. The one in front of you keeps staring round and round, and then it stops.
No.
You take a breath. Crashing out of the shell in front of you, the eggshell. You see a black wormling. As that one bursts, you see several of other ones. 4 other ones burst out, all different chromatic variations, as they dive and attack the party. They will go immediately first, and then the rest of you can decide what to do afterwards. All right. The
Each of
first
them
one.
is getting a free attack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They get a
Yeah.
surprise round.
May ask a question. Whenever is this a surprise round? Because you've always rolled it that only one creature gets a surprise.
This is more of a. This is more of a. It's not a battle, but it's more of a. Well, we could make it into a battle, but then it's just gonna make it long. So I'm trying to narratively
Crack on.
narratively trying to do stuff, but then kind of push you guys forward as well. So, as there's still quite a lot to do. So we'll do it this way. These guys will have a go. I won't use any of their breath weapons because they're still like wormling and they've just got out and they haven't spat out their cough, whatever it is. However, they will make a few attacks on each of you. I will say Errol will be the safest because he rolled the highest on the stealth check. So the rest of you get an attack from each of these dragon wormlings in different colorations.
Have them all attack me. It's fine. I stepped on the fuckers.
No, you will be attacked by each one of you will each. So one goes after you. You take. Well, I haven't hit you yet. First, you see as it comes out and tries to swing towards you, it misses dramatically as it tumbles and kind of slides and in its kind of wet gunk and sinew that it came out from and slides across in front of you. You see a blue dragon kind of crackling out, looking towards Ziggy. Ziggy, this one comes toward and tries to rend you with an attack. That's a 9. Whoosh, it misses you completely. The next one goes after. Let's see. Then the green one goes after Aki. What?
What was that?
Someone was taking a fighting exam. Anyway, this one comes towards you, Aki. That is a 18 to hit you.
Misses.
Okay.
Yes!
Good to know. And then comes the there's a red one that comes towards you, Ruin. So make an attack. That is a 25 to hit you.
What? These things are just born. What the fuck?
Can I yell Draconic at it? Please don't.
It slashes you for 10 points of slashing damage and 6
25
points
to hit.
25 to hit and 6 points of fire
Wait.
damage.
You said 20.
I said
Glorious
25.
Defense.
25 to hit.
Oh fuck! I don't have fucking. Yeah, that hits. That hits.
Okay.
Fuck!
10 slashing.
I forgot to remove the 21 from my haste.
And
10 slash.
last but not least, on you, the white dragon. That's a 19 to hit Yagu.
Yep.
Alright. That's 9 points of slashing and 1 point of cold damage. It is now your turn. Let me put a bit of
Errol's
more
just gonna
dramatic
drive.
music.
Like, he's not gonna try to, like, fight any of these. He's just realizing this is gonna go freaking AWOL if they do try to kill these, so he's just gonna drive the carpet away. Unless you guys want to do anything else, but that's Errol's fucking mindset.
I'm inclined to agree. Can we, like...
Can we just bail? I think
gonna
we
run?
should just bail, if I'm being honest,
Bail.
guys. Yeah. I don't think it's worth it.
Try to stay close to me, because then you guys could get 10 feet extra movement every round.
Okay, so Bruce, just fly next to us in the carpet then.
Yeah, I'm going to hover
Yeah.
above the ground, so I'm going to prevent any more of these issues from happening
So-
again.
So I think, Mo, to sum it up, unless anybody objects, I think we're all just running for it. Like,
It does seem like you are running from it. Alright, as you run,
Yeah.
begin to see multiple hatchlings opening at the same time.
Yeah.
Red, green,
That's
blue,
exactly what-
white. Just collide like a kaleidoscope of dragons opening as you continue running through. I need everyone to give me a dexterity saving throws as you see from now beginning to see splashes of different breath weapons heading towards you all.
you all have +4 because of the paladins. Don't forget.
Yep.
14.
Add 4 because paladins.
The paladins don't get +4 though.
For the paladins, you're shit out of luck. Yeah.
What's the lowest? The lowest.
Yes.
14.
14 was
14.
well.
I got
but
14 as well.
14 is more than enough for now. As you begin to kind of run past all these kind of ice breaths and lightning shoots from one area to another, and as all these little wormlings begin to kind of form like waves climbing over each other, seeing their next food in front of them, running. As you continue moving on, more begin to arrive. I need everyone give me another set of dexterity saving throw. The DC has increased by what?
Alright.
During this tactic, I will say, with a big area effect, I can slow them all down and then maybe take it all out in one go.
I can fireball some of them.
Okay,
I would rather
wait for my mark.
It's
I will try to slow them down.
I really would rather save my spell slot. I don't want to do my title wave right now.
Mo,
Anyone got lower than an 11?
Mo, I'm fishing for
12,
something here.
sorry.
As I'm running, can I have Dragon Slayer drawn and just sort of wildly swinging and slashing sides? I'm assuming it's a target-rich environment. Would that help
is.
at all? Specifically Dragon Slayer.
You do see some of them as you slice them. Some of them do kind of coil back from it, but there are an overwhelming amount of these dragons now chasing after you. It's not just 10. There are about 100, 200 wormlings behind you, starting to gather up as more of these hatchlings begin to open. Anyone got lower than a 12?
Is it?
No.
Hold on, I'm looking desperately for something in my very
I
lens.
did.
Make a ability check that fails. It's ability check. No!
You do
I got an 11.
11?
Oh, did we roll a new deck save?
Aki got
Yeah.
11.
Anything lower than a 12?
Yep. I think Aki's the only one that got lower than the 12.
Is
Alright,
this a
roll
new
it.
deck save?
It
Yeah.
is a new
Yes.
one. Yep.
Roll a d5, Ross.
One.
1? You take.
Yes.
You take 21 points of acid damage as an acid just hits you across the face as you continue running on. Keep running. More and more begin to. Well, you do not see the end of whatever this path is leading to, but now it's twisting and going down. The cavern opens up, and you begin to see that she truly has been busy. Spawns of dragon everywhere around. I need everyone to give me another dexterity saving throw.
Oh, roll of a 10, please.
As we're running down, you say we were running down. Is this becoming a more constricted space and they're following us through it?
It opens up, goes constrict,
Because I would like
opens,
to,
closes,
Oh, yeah.
opens and closes.
I would like to try and use shaped water to freeze patches of water behind us to make things slip and fall and try and make it as difficult for them as possible. Can we do that?
Okay. And what about you? You wanted to do something as well? And I'll maybe put something together with that.
Yeah, like, can we at least see a point where we assume we can get safe from these eggs, or where there are probably no dragons spawning at the moment?
No, at the moment, all you see is eggs in front of you.
Yeah, no.
But
Yeah,
you
no,
can
then
push. You're
Uh,
holding on. Okay.
I've got the alchemy jug. I've got the alchemy jug. I'm pouring out gallons and gallons of water behind me and freezing it as we go, just making it as difficult as possible to follow us.
I like that. I'll give you advantage on that. Dexterity saving throw.
Okay, thank you.
So far.
Sorry, guys. I really thought that was going to do us more.
No, it's fine. The sheer number is what's making me realize, no, trying to kill these things is a waste of time.
23?
Can I?
Just as well, really.
That advantage really saved your ass, I think.
Yeah.
Ruin? You wanna say it again?
Nope.
I think we lost him. We will get him
No.
back. Oh, there he is.
Yeah, I was gonna say, could I reach into Bruce's bag of holding and start? Can I reach into Bruce's bag of holding and start throwing handfuls of gold?
Go? Sure. Make a
Andy?
persuasion check.
What are you
Wait,
doing? A
come
look
on.
at the shiny?
Come on.
It's not my money, it's party funds.
If it works, it works. But
I will throw my own gold. Sorry, I will throw my
It's the
own
party
gold.
funds. He's reaching
Okay,
for the
I
party
was about
funds,
to say
but I think it'd be a lot easier if he reaches into his own pocket rather than running up to me and going, "I'm having that." I've lost him. Fuck me.
he just
He disagreed so badly.
Oh, no.
Does not agree with you.
I'm assuming he's just gonna throw his own gold at this point. Cause
Hello? Can you guys hear me?
Lucky,
Yes.
Yeah.
we got you.
Okay, I will throw my own gold.
Okay. Make a persuasion check.
Persuasion. Oh, fuck.
What?
Hey, you're good at that somehow.
Oh, right, persuading the dragons to.
15?
15?
I'll fucking use the D5 that Cisco gave us.
I did. All right.
Okay.
To be a 1.
I'm just imagining him like throwing gold like Ezio does in Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
That-
19?
I'm mentioning, yeah.
As the gold splashes, you do see that it does affect some of them behind you. Your next roll can be with advantage.
Awesome.
Okay.
All right. As you move along, this time everyone pass. So you move along, dodging and weaving, seeing that more and more are coming through. I need everyone to give me one more dexterity saving throw, please.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
This time I can produce a gallon of honey to try and get them stuck, and I will, because it's got such high sugar content, honey. I will try and melt it as it goes down to really glue them.
To roll, bitches.
Very nice. Yes, you can roll with
Ziggy's just
advantage.
Ziggy's just bobbing and weaving, as I'm also bobbing and weaving.
The amount of dragons that have fucked me over this campaign has trained me.
Mm.
And by the amount of dragons, I mean specifically 4. One of them was a player character.
It's
I
really-
won't name because I feel like we've been joshing on him quite a bit this game, and I am sorry. Kind of.
Helmet's going back on.
Who's not rolled?
Did Yagu roll?
Lucky. Yeah.
Oh,
only
lucky.
Oh, lucky.
Okay, we'll get back to him. All right. With that,
Nat 20 as well.
oh, you got that 20 as well.
Really
Very good.
and then-
As you move along, you see now behind you in slow motion, almost up to 1,000 dragons chasing behind you. You aren't sure
Just a little
if
bit.
you're going to be able to
Can you
stop
guys hear me?
them all. Yeah, we heard you. You said you had nat 20? Is that what you said?
It's not popped up yet, but we believe we got you.
We
Oh,
should probably
he's-
just have him type. Sorry,
You
Yeah,
can see it come. You can see it come up in the campaign part of D&D Beyond. So
Yeah.
you can see it faster there.
No, fair enough. As you move along, you eventually see something in front of you. An opening, a gateway, a door, a stone door. It's open. It's welcoming you in. As you run towards it, I need everyone to give me one final dexterity saving throw. And Yagu,
Alright, last.
this is probably going to be the moment of whatever you want to do from this point.
Yeah, great moment. Okay.
Ziggy's gonna use one of his inspirations.
Go for it.
Seconds.
Yeah, this is a save, so I'm going to use Favored by the Gods if I can
Keep
find
in
it
mind, you do
anymore.
have a +4 from the paladins, but I don't know. That'll make a difference.
Yeah,
Or
well,
18,
Save,
but-
save,
22.
save, Yagu. And then Ziggy, what did you roll? The 18 as well? 20.
yeah, I got the 18, but it's +4, so 22.
I have a 12.
A 12. Okay, well, tell me, what do you want to do, Yagu? You're getting to a point
Like-
where it's now funneling in. The eggs have stopped coming in front of you. You don't see any more eggs, but you see this kind of stone arched door in front of you. Both the stone doors are kind of ajar open, giving you enough space for you and the rest of the party to run through.
Can we close the doors? Does it look closable?
It does
otherwise?
look It does look closable. Yes.
Does it look like it can hold 1,000 dragons?
You are unsure.
How unsure?
Make a This would be either investigation or perception. I'll let you to pick.
Perception then. Ooh, that's good. 24.
They seem to be pretty heavy doors. It's going to take a lot of might to close them, but I think after they're closed, you know that the dragons behind you may not be strong enough to push it open again. But does that
got
mean
this.
you're locking
Yeah,
yourself
okay.
in?
Like, it's better than getting consumed by 1,000 dragons, I assume, so... I guess I will say, okay, 3 people to every door, I guess, and we try to... group athletics it, I guess.
Yeah, you want to do that? You want to push it close?
I guess that's
You
the
all
best
run
thing that
through.
we can all do.
All the dragons coming towards you. You begin pushing. There's 2 doors. We just need two athletics check. DC 25.
Are you kidding? Fuck me!
I mean,
Right. I will try. I got this.
Bardic?
Yeah,
Me
I-
and
I-
Yagu,
You
give us
can
help.
give each other advantage here. You can give yourself helps if you want to.
I
Okay,
will
what's
help
Bardic?
Rude.
Yeah,
Okay.
with me and Yagu have got help. Come on, let's do this.
Yeah.
Yagu,
Okay,
I'm
which
gonna
one?
help
while
Rude.
you while you are preparing to push, roll D5
Oh,
for your
yeah.
last fail.
Yep.
You get winged.
Oh yeah.
Okay, Bruce, you get a Bardic.
Fine.
5.
You take
I got a bardic.
24 points of cold breath damage. That hits you.
24.
Right, I've got a bardic ice. Yagu can give himself a guidance, I believe. So, Mark,
Yep.
we ready?
No, but we don't
You
risk
guys
with
should have
choice.
By advantage, let's go.
Yep, wait, let me turn at
And I'll take the. What's the bardic? A D10.
D10. It doesn't matter.
Oh, it doesn't matter for me either.
Yes!
I don't need it.
As you
We got
begin
this!
to push, you see
Damn
them
it.
coming towards you, and then you see one of their heads pops through, and the door closes. The head crushes with the weight of the door, leaving a kind of wobbling head for a while of this white dragon that attacked you as it collapses. And then there was silence.
I fist bump Yagu.
Side note,
Yeah,
Mo,
it's a
great
gigantic
music choice.
fist literally compared.
Yep, there we go.
Okay.
Team Green, Yagu. Team Green.
Mo,
I didn't need
how
help
much
of the
gold
bard
did I
and
lose?
he walks.
What did you say?
How
I
much
didn't
gold
need
did
the
I
help of
lose?
the bard.
Well,
Roll
I'm
it.
not as large as you.
Roll a D100. Actually, roll a D1000.
Fuck hell.
Oh.
Oh, but I lost 9.
Roll a D900
How
now.
many coins can he
Do
pick
I-
out of it with his hands? Come on.
He was just going.
I was grabbing fistfuls just like this. So how much do I have to roll?
A D900. Yeah, just roll a D1000, and then we'll subtract 91
Subtract
from
9.
it. 91 from it.
91. Okay.
This is going to be.
No,
That's just a thousand.
you're just saying
Oh.
what.
Flash roll D1000.
Maybe it doesn't work.
I-
Maybe roll
Flash roll
90. Oh, there we go. Is that right? Yeah, that is right. And then delete 91 from that, and that's how much in total you've lost in gold. So 662
570.
minus 570.
571.
So add 9.
571.
571, yeah.
I can do math. I don't work for a living.
I'll look over to Bruce and say, we're even by the way now.
4?
Yeah, Bruce narrows his eyes and wonders even for what?
Oh, remember that time I borrowed gold from you? Well, now we're even. I threw some gold.
You should borrow. You know what? I don't care. We're busy.
In front of you now, there is this long corridor, and you feel a presence at the end of it. You are unsure how long this corridor is, but you begin moving. There is iconography on the wall depicting the Dragon Queen. Moments in her treachery, in her power and might. The temple is beyond this point, you are for sure. As you move forward, eventually, slightly opens up, and there in front of you, you see a colossal stone door. There are hues of different variation of colors, colored stone within it, all depicting the Dragon Queen herself. Beyond this door, you feel like could be where Nidalia is.
I'm just gonna drink
Oh,
a
my.
potion of regular healing real quick.
Aki will look around and so will be scrolls for a quick exit. Should the ones holding them also be holding the Orb of Resilient Spear I was given? The idea was this was for her, not for us.
What does that do?
Resilient Sphere? Nothing, physical objects, energy, or spell effects can pass through the barrier. So it's anything large, force field enclosing creature of large or smaller. The sphere is weightless and just large enough to contain the object or creature inside. Only disintegrates while targeting the globe, destroys it without harming anything inside.
So it lets you cast Resilient Sphere.
It does.
Yeah, it's actually pretty cool. I think I may take that then, if that's alright with you.
I want to just point something out.
Yeah.
With the scarf that Errol has given me, I can move quite quickly, and if the scrying was correct... Now, Mo, maybe I'm misremembering this. Was Nidalia on some kind of pillar?
Yeah, it's like a something like like the cliff's edge, but it was embedded in the kind of gold coins that kind of surround it. Like if there was a vertical kind of platform stalagmite, kind of protruding out of the gold, and that's kind of where she was kind of placed.
Errol, even without the scarf, you're still probably the most mobile of all of us. One of us, anyway. You might be able to get to her quickly. Whether Tiamat's malign influences prevents us from teleporting, I don't know if the scrolls will be affected.
I believe plane shift is teleportation, so yeah, it would be.
Safe to assume then she can do the same thing here.
Who's our healer in this group?
I would like to make...
the Staff of Healing, who's almost out of commission, so...
Okay. Well, Yagu, you are the owner of the Staff of Healing. Why don't you just give me a kind of like a look-over perception check of your party?
With advantage because I know them so well, right?
Sure.
20.
Yeah, I think that's more than enough. You look at your party. They may be somewhat healthy, but you feel like whatever's beyond this door is so powerful, and that without going with your full strength, there most definitely you will most definitely all die. You feel this dread come over you. And although most of the time Eldath's waters and her presence keeps you calm, in this instance you feel this fear within you for the first time. And this fear you spread into knowing that your friends, if they step through that door now, are going to perish. You are not strong. You don't know what to do. Can you do anything? The words echo. Your heart begins to race. The rest of you see Yagu kind of eyes kind of widen a little bit. He feels this pressure, and you all do feel this overwhelming pressure coming as you look at each other, seeing that you are all not at your full strength. You do not know what to do.
I
You look
do
towards-
still have. Oh, go on. Sorry. Oh, go on. Go ahead.
You do look towards the door once again. But then you begin to hear a sound behind. This portal opens behind you. It doesn't seem malevolent. It seems strange. There's this purple hue to it. A strange, arcane shifting sparks of energy kind of coalesce into the room. It feels different, unknown, almost unwanted by this place, forcing itself into the space. And then you see stepping through 5 individuals. You all look to them. No one recognizes them. Who are these people? But Ziggy, make a history check.
Oh, great.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
that
I
was so
can't.
close to a nat 20, 16.
Can I give him a boop? Does he need it?
He doesn't need it, it's fine.
Okay.
You see, stepping through, firstly, is this strong, kind of full beard, full head Goliath, carrying some sort of clangly bag. Next to him, a strange owl-like creature. Yeah, kind of shifting, looking around, his head tilting. Then stepping through is
They're level 15, not 16. Fuck.
there. Stepping
We
through
have more work to do.
is a wispy-looking Genasi, who's actually kind of formed himself out of some sort of strange.
Also,
What?
can we just say about the
Let him finish.
Genasi? Sorry, 1 second. It's really important I
him
say
finish.
this.
Finish.
Yeah,
The
go
guy who made the Genasi still hasn't reclaimed his character sheet.
Oh yeah, he wasn't there, was he? And then you see stepping through a battle-worn, scarred to the brim, big white cat, and next to it a Kenku penguin. His beak broken, his missing feathers, scarred tip to toe, but looks like he's ready to go and wage into war again. And then lastly, stepping through is a strange purplish-skinned wizard, wearing his robe with this strange device into the place. As we see stepping through the crew, Ziggy, you are so confused as you look upon these strange beings that you have once read in a book not long ago in Candlekeep itself come to reality in front of you. How they are there? Well, I feel like I will leave it for someone else to narrate.
And so we return to a time long before today, the moment when destiny snaps under the weight of cosmic strain. In the heart of a shattered nexus, where threads of time bled like open wounds, stood Wesley Festold. The fractured sky above him wore wept notes of unrealized futures. final frozen second, he watched helplessly as his companions were ripped from the Time Lord, each cast into forgotten eras. Suspended in mid-motion, Agent 55378008, the modern emissary of the Thought-Word Nirvana of Nothingness, held the splintered reality together with what remained of his dwindling energy. His metallic frame flickered and walked, still screaming in resistance to Paradox. His final words echoed in Wes's mind.
Preserve their stream. Repair their sequence realm. The Moradon shut down in front of you. A small compartment opens up and rolls out a device with a note on it. It says, Time Jolt. It seems like a magical item, Wes. What would you like to do?
I guess I'd cast Identify.
As you cast Identify, you see... Well, we lost someone. Who did we
Killed
lose?
Joey.
Joey. I killed Joey!
Killed Joey!
That's a new one.
Yeah, no reason.
You
that.
see...
Anyway.
Oh, let me kind of close the... let's see, is there some
Does
interesting
this
music?
time jolt level up our characters to level 16? Because my Wesley is only level 15.
Ah, I think it does. So everyone, while this is happening, Wes, you hold your horses. You can do the leveling once the kind of limelight moves away from you. Then you can do your. Let me just get a nice. I don't know what's a good music for this scenario.
How are you 15? I'm 11.
Because you've
Yeah,
ignored
mine
it
is
since you last played him, Ross. That's why we leveled them up as we
Yeah, he
leveled
was
up.
level 14 the last time I played him. Then I think somebody told me that we may play them, so I leveled them up to 15, and then today happened.
Yeah, mine was still level 11, but I might have just missed the memo to level him up to 15. That might be my fault, actually.
Maybe this one.
Oh my god.
Yes, I think
This
this
is
is okay. As you
What the fuck?
stand there. Yeah?
Mo, did you say there was only 5 of them?
There was only 5. Ha ha!
You said there was only 5, right?
I said there was only 5.
Oh, okay.
Oh, there was 7. There was 7 of you, technically, but there was only 5 that came through. Anyway, Wes, as we go in this time, you see your friends vanish into time as the Moradon in front of you shuts down. As you identify this object in front of you, you realize that this item is a very rare time effect item. Used correctly, including you, 15 creatures, up to 15 creatures may regain a long rest within 6 seconds. As you pick this item up, you realize that you had work to do. As you open up a space, you needed to figure out how you were going to find your friends through this timeline. Looking back one more time, you see the fracture beginning to open. So time was of the essence. I need you to roll me a D100, Wes.
Okay.
I don't like this music.
D100.
What about this one?
That is
No, it's too...
10.
Yeah, I like this. A 10! Okay, that is good. One moment, sorry.
The fuck spell should Wesley take? I can take one more new spell.
Yeah,
Are
fuck,
you
I'm gonna
joking?
look
I'm a
up-
multi-class with 5 levels to just skip into what the fuck?
You've got a
I just
barbarian.
This was a
random stuff.
complicated character.
So wait, so what is everyone level to? It's like 15
16.
or 16?
16.
Okay, so I need to get Ozos to 16 right now then.
Oh my god.
Oh, why do you
Yeah,
keep doing this?
Don't worry, I'm gonna get ruined to 16. Done.
So a D8 player for Warlock. Okay, so if he's going to 16 from 11, that's 5 D8s that I need to roll.
All right, I'm back. Okay. Wes, you go. Well, describe to us where you kind of teleport to,
I'm gonna
and
reroll
what your kind of
those.
working laboratory or space looks like.
I think
Okay, so 6,
Wesley
4.
has a fairly standard sort of. It's very neat sort of a wizard's tower. It's probably the only neat thing around that he owns. It's a nice, spacious wizard's tower with a lot of moving parts because all the magical items around it are constructed to work their own way. So, like, the book shelf is instructed and magically designed to, if books are out of place, to be put back into place in alphabetical order. There is various different constructs working. I think he has an homunculus, which is doing a lot of work for him, because that is just as intelligent as he is, so it's basically like having a very cheap clone. And as such, I think a lot of stuff are working around, so it's more like a large working area for multiple people. However, despite the multiple minds and multiple creatures, they're all of one mind because they're all just him.
You work rigorously. Days become weeks. Weeks become months.
I think specifically, he's looking for weird, weird anomalies and like weird ways of which like that person shouldn't be there. Why does it look like one of the other members of the crew? So he's looking for that weird stuff in the past.
Indeed. You scour through the history books, trying to see if there's been any mention of your companions through time. You are unsure if some of them have been scattered in the past, or perhaps some that you may not even ever find out in the future. But you begin shifting and creating a device that will get you almost close enough to them, if not exactly where they are. It takes you 10 years of your time, Wes, to eventually create the item. It is not perfect, but it will do the job. You turn it on. You see a space, a weave of time in front of you. It shows you fractures that are shifting and breaking. The anomaly is missing. Without it returning to the past, to where you are, the timeline will be destroyed. Everything in existence will fail to exist. And that is what you see. That where the end of the timeline should be a continuous forever, no matter what it is, you see that there is an end which there should not be. But you knew you needed to go back. You needed to go way back to get your first ally, your first friend, and work your way to the anomaly. You look back to your homunculus. They nod, knowing that you're leaving. Crackling with energy, purple lightning forces around it. It sparks. And there you see a time way before any real civilization existed, as you shift and step through. As you step through, we change the spotlight to Erikin. You land in a time, a long time in the past. You see the treacherous terrain just being shifted and built around you. You see no humanoid, no one around, until you hear a voice behind you. Erikin. Do you recognize?
I don't know, Ma. I have an intelligence of 9. I know what I'm doing.
Stepping out away from the bushes, you see gingerly, but very tall, maybe 11 feet tall, a very gaunt and thin Goliath. And with your eyes, as you focus, you feel it. It is Holiak, the dead goddess. She has come in a manifestation to you. Hello, Erikin.
Oh, am I in trouble? This is a bad omen, right?
Not at all. We have a journey to complete. I must help you to reclaim your honor, your clan, just as I had lost once with my bread.
Yes. We fight for honor.
As you begin walking, she says, "You are here at the age of dawn. Nothing here existed, but only dragons and giants. You are the first, even though you do not belong here."
Okay. So all I have to practice with are giants and dragons.
You see her, she nods. "I will guide you through the waters, and I will get you where you need to go. But survival is what is going to be taken, and what is going to be needed in these harsh lands. Things will be, as you may not know, you will be lonely. Only me as your companion."
We are before the ancestors now. What does that mean for calling on their help?
But do not try. Call upon them. See if they emerge.
Irkino raise the ancestral spear above his head and try to invoke what he can.
As you focus and stretch. Silence. No one has come.
Oh, am I the ancestor? I call myself now. I need to practice.
Alright. And so, you and the dead goddess walk the lands for roll a d20.
Roll a d20.
Yeah, not long. For 2 years, you roam the lands, seeing the battles waged war in front of you. Dragons and giants fighting for territory, claiming the lands, burning around you. It is devastating, but it is natural. The order of things of this time. And as you move along, eventually you find yourself in the cold climates. And in these climates, the frosted trees around you shift and move. And as you eventually sit to rest, eating seems to be a salmon that you have caught, biting through. Make a perception check.
11.
11. You hear the wind blow for a moment, and then it's a bit louder. And you begin to hear wings, and before you know it, you look, and above you there is an adult white dragon. This beam of ice shoots towards the ground and towards you. You grab your spear and you roll out the way. You look to the goddess, and the goddess turns and starts drifting into the woods. The fight is too dangerous. Run! You listen to her command and you begin running. The dragon clutching onto trees, moving them, the snow falling as it shifts and moves around. Another beam cutting into it, creating this ice wall barrier in front of you. You are unsure if you are about to escape or be able to do anything. You stop, you turn around, seeing the dragon looking straight at you. And then, as it raises its neck one more time, you see this colossal, like probably the size of it, boulder, boom, smash into the side of the dragon mid-air as it collapses onto the ground. You hear, you look to the side, and there you see a female frost giant. She pulls out this axe, covered with ice around it. She runs up to it, kind of stabbing into it, and pushing the dragon away. The dragon kind of stumbles a little bit backwards. She kind of turns to look towards you, and then looks back towards the dragon, leaving you, and then runs towards the dragon and starts fighting it. What do you do?
I'll follow the dead goddess.
She stops to turn around, and she looks towards the kind of the frost giant. Help her.
Oh, absolutely. He'll as Anakin turns to run, he produces his echo avatars, and they run at the dragon in unison, in a line.
The battle scratches and blood flies everywhere. The giant slashing into the dragon itself, and eventually, with your final blow, tell us how you defeat this white adult dragon.
The ancestral spear, which he's flying through the air. He's about to try and spear it in the chest, but one of his avatars is actually up in the air behind, and they swap places at the last moment, and he comes down and catches it from behind.
And as it quiets down, you see the giant stand up, 3-4 times your height, looking down towards you. And she speaks to you. in giant. What are you?
American.
Surprise when you speak in giant back. You know our tongue.
Of course.
But how?
Distant cousin.
You are a small giant. She reaches out and she picks you up at the scruff. Olia. I am Olia. Little giant. Come. She puts you onto the shoulder. And
Where are we going? Oh,
you go to my settlement, where we meet with the rest. Points towards kind of the mountain
yes.
area. Eventually you find yourself moving beyond, above the trees. The giant pushing the trees aside as she walks through. Looking around, scouting. You feel like she is some sort of either huntress of the giants or keeping watch of this area from other dragons. Eventually she takes you to a settlement. This is Balinok Mountain. Welcome, little giant.
Thank you. Olia.
She takes you off and puts you down. And then you see there's these rudimentary spiked walls that have been created to create this kind of wall around this settlement. Makeshift houses made of kind of broken logs of trees that have been stacked up together. Cloth of maybe long cloths of maybe mammoths that used to kind of roam, their skin used as pelts and other creatures as well. And out of those other frozen giants come and look towards you. They see you. And indeed you give me charisma. Just a straight charisma check.
Not his strong side. No, it's not great. 10.
Yeah, okay. Roll me another d20.
Nine.
At first, you find yourself struggling to make yourself known. You are bullied by the giants, several of them, especially those that are higher in command. But every time you do, you are protected by Olia. You don't know for what reason she has done this, but she does. But it takes a long time before you are respected enough to be part of this society. 9 years, additional years go by. And I want you to tell me, Urikin, in these 9 years, how do you integrate yourself into this giant community and become a part of it?
In 9 years, he'll be talking a bit more like them. If it's slower, I don't know what what intelligence rating a giant has, but I suspect it's probably not far off what he has. So he'll be trying to communicate better with them. He probably looks a bit more like them. That's not intentional. It just happens over time. He will try to teach them as much as he learns as well, but it's he takes all lessons. He tries to apply what he's told, especially when it comes to killing dragons. And he begins to rise through not ranks, they wouldn't have that, but he begins to rise to the point where they trust him out on his own. And he becomes a trusted member of camp defenses.
Throughout the years, you have watched them slowly warming to you. Hard for a frost giant, but they did. And as the years go by, you see them. They have this ritual that they do once, sometime in a year, where they get a dragon, a living one, preferably something that they can control, maybe a wormling, and they sacrifice it, bleeding, blood everywhere. Perhaps it is a warning to all other dragons, but its blood is spread around the camp. Perhaps it is a way to egg them on to come and fight these giants. There is honor within them. They are a strong settlement, and you know they will continue to thrive. As you find yourself in the middle of the night, in a fire created to keep yourself warm, the giants don't need it. You see swarm opening in the distance, a portal sparking through, and then stepping through, an old and familiar face. Wes, you find yourself stepping through in some sort of encampment too big to be humanoid sized. You're unsure where the hell you are and which of your companion you're looking for. But you see this small little campfire. And Eric, why don't you tell us, after these 11 years, do you look any different?
I think he's probably still has everything that he considered precious before, something that connects him to the ancestors, but it doesn't look so great anymore. And to participate in this the sacrificing of the wormling, he's smeared blood on his bald head all the way down to just below his eyes. So everything from above the eyes is red now. So he looks like a savage. Not that he didn't before.
Testicles.
Do I see this man that may look like Erikine? Okay. I'll cast Tongues and wave over. Hello, I may be looking for a uncle of yours?
Does Erikine recognize him?
Well, would Wes have been looked different after his 10 years? Or would he still look the same?
He probably needs a good long groom, but probably not much.
Yeah, it looks the same. You recognize him?
Yeah. Erikine will stand up and walk over, making sure, looking over his shoulder to see if any of the giants have heard this.
No.
Well, I'm the only one like me here, unless you want to talk to Olya.
Then you're who I'm after. Come along.
Where the hell have you been?
I've spent the last 10 years looking for you all. We've got more to catch. We've got a few places to go. Looking over my notes. Somewhere where there's danger, somewhere where there's injustice, and somewhere the tea is getting cold. We have a lot of work to do.
There's a little bit danger and injustice, and tea gets cold here. What happened? How did I end up here?
Okay.
Have you seen the dead goddess? Is that how you know to come here?
The dead goddess
as I
is
said,
standing right next to you, Erkin. Wes, you don't see her at all.
I've spent the last 10 years looking for you. Do you know you're at pretty much the dawn of time?
Yes.
Yes. Now, the history books, from what I've gathered, say you disappear. About
Well.
11 or so years after you were found mysteriously. So,
Erukino looks to the goddess and go, is he telling the truth? Do I go?
Your journey continues with him. You must continue and return back to your tribe and reclaim your honor. You have done what you needed to do here.
And yours. That
My
was the
journey continues
target.
with them now. I have so much to do.
Okay. I need to get my things. And he goes back for just his little collection of trophies for things he's killed, dragons and other things. He's dragging it along the snow.
You remember also that you dug a little patch of dirt near a tree, and you dig it out, and you remember you buried Pedimon there because you carry him around everywhere. And while you've been around, he hasn't awoken. When you've cast the spell, he hasn't come out. You're unsure why that case is, but he's been either gone or dormant. You're unsure. But you pick him up as well.
It was in like a red lip kind of velvet bag kind of a situation, right? They'll kind of just kind of roughly shove it into Wesley's arms. He's not working.
Okay. I'll
Fix
look
him.
into it.
Okay, let's
Someone
go.
remind me what the fuck I've just been given.
Irakin!
Character.
You hear a giant's voice behind you.
Oh,
What
shit.
is that? You see Olia behind you.
Eric, you know what kind of walk straight towards her, try and head her off. Friend, I need to go.
What? Why?
Because I have to kill some people, I think.
Then let us join you.
Wesley? You
I
coming?
think for the good of their race, and to make sure that there are giants in the future, they need to stay.
Oh, we definitely want giants in the
Because
future.
this will cause... You know, I don't want your entrails to entrail, if you get what I mean. Just because the fact that you know giant because they exist, but then if they don't exist, you won't know giant. And then your brain will start to bleed and you will taste nothing but copper until it resolves itself.
Erikin's just staring at you.
It's not good.
Huh? Oh, you can't come.
Then you must stay.
Why?
You belong here. You are one of us.
I am. But one of us must go fix something.
Will you
I fix it
return?
for you. I will try.
I can promise you his safest return.
Wes, make a deception check.
Yep. What the fuck is deception? Oh, +2. Okay. Can my either familiar or homunculus give advantage?
Not
With
in
the help
this-
act.
Not in this case.
Fuck. The fucking reason I have them. 5.
A 5.
Wow.
She seems kind of irritated at Wes.
Seeing that, I
A little
thought
bit
it's
agitated.
walked to the portal.
Okay. As you begin casting a spell, you see, oh, she
I can
reaches
verbal.
out.
I can subtle.
You can settle, even though
Yeah.
you begin kind of shifting away. Irkin, in the last moment, you feel something kind of tug on you, just for that little bit of a moment before you kind of disappear, and through the portal, the two of you go.
I'm sorry, but we have work to do. And, well, I was meant to get you back a lot sooner. I may have
Despite
failed you all.
your knowledge of the area, Wes failed to remember in the history books itself that this mountain that you have left now will someday become the tomb of Kavan the Grim, servant of Strahd von Zarovich, who will discover something that has been taken from you, Irikin. But you both.
You saying that? Do I no longer have that?
We'll see. You, both of you, shift through time. And we end up somewhere in a very, very hot climate. The sound of clanging and noise as Ozo, you find yourself hitting the ground and hitting multiple vases, ornament pieces of kind of armor, weaponry, coins. But the place is pretty dark. Do you have dark vision also?
Actually, I do. I have dark vision of 120 feet that I can see in both magical and regular darkness.
That's great. You find yourself, as you land onto the ground, in a strange cavern. You don't see an opening anywhere. You don't know how far you are below the ground because above you there is some sort of stone cavern. You know, you're really stuck. But in this cavern, you are surrounded by jewelry, gold. Could be a dragon's hoard, but you don't see no entrance for a dragon to come inside. You don't see no nest. You don't see anything like that. You just see scrolls of random text around and stuff like that, but no one else. Make a perception check.
All right, perception. Let's see how I can do here. Oh, that's actually pretty good. 18.
18.
Yep.
You're definitely in some sort of treasure hoard. Probably someone's been stashing treasure here. You're unsure who, but there are like very, very random stuff here. Some magical potentially, some not. And then you think, okay, well, this is a bit strange. Let's just go back into your lamp. And as you attempt to turn to look and try to go back into your lamp, you're unable to. You're stuck outside. You're stuck halfway out and halfway in. You're unable to go back in. And then you try to focus on the magic that you have. What do you cast any of the spells that you have?
From the last session, I currently have my 2 of the 3 spell slots left.
Okay. Do you have any cantrips or anything?
I do have some cantrips, yes.
Any of those?
I have Chill Touch, Eldritch Blast. I'll cast Mage Hand, and I'll just try to use it to sort of move the lamp in that way. And I'll be like, alrighty then, it'll be as if I'm slapping my own ass, but it is how I must go. Anyway, Mage Hand.
As you cast a Mage Hand, you see it appear for a few moments before it flickers and twists and turns and then just vanishes in front of you. Strange. The magic here is different. It feels different. Make an Arcana check.
Okay. Arcana. Got you right here. That's a 21. That was
21.
almost a nat one. It was right on the die.
With that 21, you see and feel the weave of magic itself shifted, twisted. Make a history check.
Gotcha. History. Wow, on the roll, I'm actually decent at 13, even though I'm actually got
13?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're unsure.
Hmm.
You don't know
Alright.
what's kind of going on here. However, time passes. A couple of days go by. You manage to kind of move yourself and the lamp a little bit, kind of dragging yourself in army style across these gold coins and a little bit, looking for some sort of outside, a way to leave. But there isn't. You're stuck.
Well,
Days
Oh, yep.
turn into weeks turn into months. And then months just blur. You're unsure how many go by. We're going to make a few saving throws here as
Okay.
time continues to go by.
Sure.
I think this is going to be a wisdom saving throw.
Gotcha. I'll just make a wisdom saving throw right now.
Yeah. Roll 5.
Oh, 5 of them. Okay, so that's the first one. Second one. Third one. God damn it. Fourth one. God damn it. And fifth one. God damn it. So they're all pretty low numbers.
You stay strong, thinking about trying to figure out how to get away, thinking about your friends that are not there, thinking Wes will come and somehow find his way to you. He usually does. Time blurs. It becomes lonely. You begin trying to talk. Oh, you guys have to give me a moment. 1 second.
Sure, no worries.
Yeah, 1 second.
And I'm just gonna be. You know, it is quite strange. I remember reading a book about this annoying human that can like keep blinding people so much with so much gold. It was so ironic. I keep forgetting the name of that goddamn book, but it's in my grandpa's library somewhere. You know, I've always just had this shitty book, and then there is this other one that I read. Although that one I can barely remember. But
Give me
Yeah.
5 minutes. We'll quickly go on a break and then we'll come back. Yeah. One.
no
Alright.
problem.
It's cool, man.
Sorry.
All right.
we're back. Okie dokie. So, where were we? Also, you find yourself stuck. You look around, searching, and time begins to blur. You read the book that you once had, reading through some scrolls and writing, but everything becomes repetitive. I want you to describe me. For the first year, it's okay. For the following years, which I want you to roll a d20 for me. Actually, sorry. Roll me a d100 for me.
D100. Okay. So, actually, I don't know why I'm trying to type it in. There's a D100 function right here. That is a 4. Yeah.
4? Okay, that's not too long. But being in the same place, not being able to go back into your sanctuary of your lamp, you're stuck. And I want you to think about how these 4 years in this place alone, without anywhere to go, has affected Ozo. Hold your thought, think about it, we'll get back to you. Irikin and Wes, you find yourself in the middle of the... You find yourself in... Where is it? Where did I write it? Oh, I thought I wrote it here, but it didn't say it. Okay, you find yourself in some sort of desert in the in Faerun. You're unsure where you are, but you begin moving around, searching for whereas you would know that Ozo had found himself here. After a few days, you immediately realize that your magic is not working correctly. Make a history check, Ozo. I would
Okay.
make. Oh, Erican can make. Not Ozo, sorry. Wes. Wes, sorry.
18.
18? You remember a time known as the Spell Plague. It's a moment in history where magic was not working properly. There was issues with it. Yeah, there was this mention about someone killing the mistress of the weave. And during that time, I'm unsure for how long, there was a point where time was funny. I mean, magic was funny. And you find yourself there in the same moment. This moment beyond your time. However, as you walk around, you eventually find yourself, both of you, wrapping yourself with some clothes to traverse the deserts in front of you. You find yourself with people of the desert known as the Bedine, a tribe of sandwalkers. They tell you to walk towards the shoal of thirst. It is a plain, a salt lake plain that goes on for miles. If you survive and if there is anything, it would be there and it would show itself. You begin walking through this plain, hoping to find your friend, your companion, whereas you are too either scared or careful to even use your spells at this point, not knowing what would happen. So you stick to Irikin's understanding of survival, and you follow him, traveling through the night, resting through the day, using whatever cover you can find, and eventually you see something in the distance. A mirage, you think at first. How can such a big, colossal head be in the middle of a desert? As you approach, you see that it is some head of some strange cat, feline, but it's a statue of it. Just the head, colossal, massive head, and it's made of white, like the salt lake around you. Kind of protrudes out of the ground, just its neck and its head.
You think
The
the rest
Cave
of
of
it's
Frickin'
done?
Wonders.
Is it?
Is it the
Huh?
Cave of Frickin' Wonders?
Is it?
Desert, hat-like,
Oh my
large.
God.
It's the Cave of Fucking Wonders.
My thunder.
Erajun,
Hmm?
do you know how much I believe in you?
No, tell me.
Okay, you are our diamond in the rough.
Oh, okay.
Now, tell the large sand thing you are the diamond in the rough. Potentially hand them this and I give you a golden beetle. I don't remember Aladdin. I remember there was a golden beetle, a diamond in a rough, the Cave of Frickin' Wonders.
You are correct.
Been a while since I've watched the film.
Okay. Not really even trying to keep up with this anymore. He'll just do what you're suggesting. I am the diamond in the rough, beetle.
As you say that and present the beetle, you see the cat head shift. And as it shifts and moves, you see this kind of the salt break away as a fleckling of skin. Oh, I am the Cave of Treasures. I'm so thirsty. Do you have some water? I've been here for so long time. I'm so thirsty. Oh.
Okay.
Water!
Okay.
Water!
Okay. I may have got my maps wrong. The Cave of Wonders is 2 miles that way. This is a different cave. This is the right one because the Cave of Wonders is a different genie.
What?
We have water for you, and I
Yeah.
provide it with water.
What do you use?
I have a water skin.
You look, and as you shake it, there's no water inside.
Shit. Well,
Wesley, what are we doing?
okay, it's fine. It's fine. It's my choice.
My throat is so dry.
I cast a magic orb and create an ice ball that will, in the heat, turn into water.
As
Like an
you
ice cube.
create, you create it. Yeah, he sticks out his long kind of tongue and puts it in his mouth. Oh, it's pretty good. You see him kind of licking the chromatic orb. Yeah, all right.
There are plenty more where that came from. I need a lamp that's potentially inside you.
Granted
inside, bud.
access. Blah. He opens his mouth, his tongue kind of rolls out, and you see a hole begin to appear in its neck.
Okay.
I can't
Eric,
inside. I can't keep my mouth.
Eric, we need to go because Erikine's in there, I believe. Ozo's in there.
What? This thing ate Ozo.
No.
Are you going
Maybe.
inside or not?
Yes, we're going inside.
We are.
Yes, we are.
And so you both of you step through, and as you do, and you move inside, you eventually begin seeing. Both of you, any of you got dog vision?
Nope.
My homunculus has.
Okay. Well, neither of you see much as you enter into this kind of dark
Oh, my
cave.
familiar has, and both of them can help.
Okay. As your familiar begins to kind of tell you what it sees as it flies down, eventually you see that It is a room of caves. I mean, a room of treasures. Definitely got loads of ornate item. And you remember hearing or them speaking about these strange Seven Sisters, a thieves organization that hid their treasure in the Shoal of Thirst, this place, a desert in the Salt Lake here. And as you look around searching, you eventually hear a noise. Also, you begin to hear sound coming, but you've been hearing sound all the time. You think you have. But is it real? Is it not? Well, don't you tell us what they see with Ozo and how time has affected him in this place?
So, as you walk through, kind of like the scene from The Hobbit with all the gold, you'll notice that there's patches where there's less and less gold. And you'll think it's weird how there are some structures that are shaped to be kind of like towers of just little gold coins stacked on top of each other. And then it'll be like, yes, Granddad, I am telling you, you see, there is this annoying guy. He kept going on about poker dice. I don't know why. He just kept going on. He kept saying that you could read numbers in dice besides what's on the dots. Anyway, my point is, he kept blinding people. So on and so forth. And you just hear, like, ranting. Like, as if... It's very clearly loud, because he's not trying to whisper. And it's like, yeah, did it again. Oh, okay, you gotta go. That don't be a stranger, Grandpa. That... You're being a bit mean nowadays. Anyway, right. Time for my lunch, I guess. And then it'll be like, let's see, any rubies? Rubies. Ah, there you go. Sweet. Okay, these taste a bit better. And then you'll just hear the sound of just crunching. Okay. And then as he's just eating food. Doesn't seem to really pay you guys any mind.
Ozo?
You'll just see like this sheer that hello?
It's us.
They normally don't speak back.
Okay. Okay,
okay.
he's fully lost it.
Okay.
You wanna like manhandle him?
Listen, look. Oh, what's that over there? And then he'll immediately just throw a bunch of gold coins and just try to drag himself somewhere. Yeah. I was gonna eat this, but you can have it. And then he'll throw a ruby at you guys. He's not gonna actually hit because he doesn't he can't throw for shit probably, but he'll flail around.
Oh, he did not have Olya to speak to all this time.
I'm just saying. Look, this is my food. I'm just saying. You don't need any of this.
Would you like some real food, like some chicken?
Chicken?
Do you remember chicken?
I was gonna kind of laugh.
You want some fresh air?
You know what? I've been. Why are you talking back? You never talk back every time.
Your grandfather wants to see you.
Oh.
God,
Well, all right, then I suppose.
that was easier than expected.
I just quick problem. I can't really go anywhere here, so away with you, wherever because I can't move.
We'll come to you.
Are you saying you're whiskily attached to the?
Yeah, like literally attached to the lamp. You'll see Ozo, like how the genie looks in Aladdin, how he's kind of like that weird. He's got no legs, and he's just going and he's
Yeah.
You see, I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm probably in hell and you're not real, but just if you could just leave the rubies because those taste the best,
We can.
Ericino just walk over and pick up the lamp.
Does he pick up? He begin to.
Oh shit! Okay, you're actually not hallucinations. Okay, wait, hold on.
Unreal. Hello.
And you'll just see Ozo slowly poke you in the forehead. Oh.
You get like some blood off, and you leave a fingerprint in his forehead. Yeah. You have become stranger, my friend.
Oh my. It is you guys. I miss you guys so much. I just spoke to you guys yesterday, and I also spoke to Unnip and his lizards. He was freaking me out.
Okay, well,
We-
we're gonna go
And you'll
probably.
you'll see like on a wall, and if you don't even have to count it, it's basically like 1,460 tick marks, like little like scratch marks. Yeah, 1,460. And that'll be yeah. I was trying to keep count, and then I think I scribbled some twice, but
Well,
hello.
let's get you out of here, okay?
Hold on. Before I go, I'm just gonna grab a couple gold pieces and you'll see Ozo just gobble like a fistful down. Okay, that's lunch.
Is there any weapons here that Hurricane can take? Because I believe he doesn't have his spear now, right?
Oh yes,
I
that is
mean-
true. We can go back to that actually. When you
Can-
return, when you come out and into the desert, you reach for your spear and you realize it is missing.
You know, I believe I saw some like sticks in there that we could try taking. I mean, I was trying to eat those, but then I accidentally cut myself in a couple attempts to bite. You know.
Oh, I need anything. I mean, I will punch things all day
Okay,
long, but I
and then also we'll take out his full scimitar. Here you go.
it's a bit small.
That is to
Got anything
wanted.
bigger?
Uh,
A dragon killing size.
I do not. I have my rod of the pack keeper, but I'm keeping that. I was planning on eating that if it was for sure I was going to die. Which
You
I
do,
might be dead.
you do see that there is an axe there made of complete gold. But
Okay, that's a nice metal.
yeah,
Yeah, I tried
where-
to burn that one. It didn't go. so
yeah.
well.
Wes would know that with one swing that would probably eventually just probably break.
Ceremonial.
Mhm.
So there's nothing. There's no real weapons to be found here. I'm going
Everything-
in barehanded.
Well, nothing around at the moment. You just see everything is ornamental here. Everything is either made of gold or some sort of kind of
I mean,
sparkly jeweled up weaponry. But
I mean,
it's
you
not-
know, we
very
can
mundane.
go to like a local mart and try to sell some of these if you guys have those.
We don't have time for that. We've got another few people to pick
Oh,
up.
I was so. Do you guys want some food? Some.
No, we've eaten our rocks.
Is this
I don't know.
useful to take with us, Wesley? Should we just take gold or these rubies or something? I mean, is this
I mean,
real?
I-
and
I-
valuable?
The
We can-
rupees are
let's-
actually the sweetest. I would
Let's take
recommend
some
those.
monetary value.
Okay.
Okay.
He'll reach down with his war horn and just kind of scoop as much as he can get into that and empty it into.
Okay, roll a
it
D1000.
And I guess I'll just help them. Yeah, be careful with these. They kind of hurt coming back up. So
Yeah.
if you're gonna.
It's a good
be
thing
sure.
we're not in the Cave of Wonders. They usually have a rule about stealing.
Oh, wow, that was rubbish.
149 gold pieces.
I'll take it.
Wes, you want to pick up anything?
Okay, yeah, why not?
Yeah,
Roll
roll
1d1000, did you say?
Yeah.
How am I doing that again?
/R 1.
1000.
Is there a space? I can't remember.
I don't think there is.
Oh, not
After
between the 1D1000. No.
Yeah, but after the /R, there is.
Yeah.
And this, I am also going to carry some.
Impressive. 2 gold pieces.
There you go.
Holy
I'm
shit.
going to carry
Let's
some.
just,
and I'll
just
be-
say 20 because you're too busy and you know
54.
you need to shift to the next place now.
And then whatchamacallit, Ozo's gonna pick up some as well. He'll be like, "Here, my friend, you're gonna need them. I recommend letting them soften in your mouth. It takes a bit, but because you
I
try
think
to
we're
chew
good.
them whole, then
I think we're good.
okay.
You see Ozzo stuffing every pocket with as much gold, thinking that it's food for later. And you
I
guys-
don't know when the next time I'm gonna eat this. So
He's you definitely both you Wes and Eric, and you both see that definitely he's lost a few screws being stuck in here. Who knows if he's ever going to revert back to his normal kind of joyful storytelling self. But for now, you found him, and you must move on to the next. And you know the next is to pick up Riven. But as you open the rift in this place, magic works differently. You feel like you've created it, but there is a surge of energy you need to walk through before it closes behind you. You swiftly take yourself, all of you, in through the portal. And as you do, instead of ending up where Riven is, you end up far in the future. The future where one of your other companions is waiting. And we'll get back to that next session when we find out where that leads to and who it gets to and what has happened to
a bit
them.
longer for Ugnip and Riben.
No, I think it's going to take a bit too long. So,
Yep.
there's a lot more to do.
Don't
Sorry,
worry.
I know it was my fault. We could have got to there, but yeah, unfortunately, we
No, it's
couldn't
okay.
this week, but we'll come back definitely next week. Thanks everyone for playing. Thanks everyone for watching as well. We'll be back next week. So, tomorrow, game?
Nope.
Back?
Nope.
Nope.
I
Going
don't
through
think
yet.
there is.
Yeah.
And I don't think
Spain is not back
that's and I don't know when Cisco is back, so I don't know if Sunday's game is there as well. So we will keep you updated. But hopefully next week we will catch you then. So have a great week, stay magical, and see you then. Bye.
Thank you.